Good day.
Tastes like strawberries on a summer evening.
Hey.
Hey, girl. Hey.
I guarantee
lady.
whatever he's thinking about does not taste like strawberries on a summer evening.
And I'm just
It does if you eat the right fruit.
And I don't like watermelon.
Do you like pineapple or mango?
I like pineapples and mango.
Ooh, delicious.
But
Kitty cat.
good day, good evening, good night, good morning, and welcome to another exciting episode of The Real Tennis Fan. Ladies, before we go any further, I have to say I missed y'all. We need to do this regularly. I mean, even if we're not even talking tennis, even if we're just saying all the shit we hate about Nole and Rafa. I mean, I don't care. We just need to regular. We don't need to publish it. We can. We just need to have communion, okay?
Oh, so what you're saying is we need to have a phone call?
I mean,
We might
I
need to have an
guess.
occasional phone call and act like we're still friends.
Not just text, I guess. Maybe that's not it is.
I know. I feel like I haven't heard Andrine's voice in forever. Reels I talk to every damn day.
I know. She helps me gym creep. You should creep on the people in the gym.
I know, I can tell. Every now and then I slide up in your DMs and I see your damn messages.
Mhm.
But before I go any further, we have to acknowledge. Oh my God, Pablo is here, and we see Janine. Tony is here. Of course, Daniel. Dan, you got the
Daniel,
message.
bend the fucking knee.
You got the message. Lovely drama girl is here. Mount Girl 1.
Mount Girl 1 is Steph in the US, dear.
Oh, she is Steph. Hey, girl. Hey.
And Steph like hanging. Steph is like finally finished her gorgeous road trip and is
Thank you for it, because you see, whenever I thought Mount Girl, I thought it was somebody who lived like way up in the mountains. I was thinking I really did.
I
thought-
realized one day that you had no idea who she was, and I'm
I
like, yeah,
thought
he doesn't
maybe
have
this
a
is
clue.
Heidi. Maybe this is Heidi. in
My
the
sister?
mountain. Not your sister, but Heidi, the character in the novel.
Well, that is who she was named after, I believe.
You're so literal. You're so literal.
I know, it's horrible. I was literally thinking, like, whenever I just like, this person knows goats. So like, I was thinking Ibex goat all the time. I just didn't know this, but I'm sorry, Steph. You don't live around goats. So
No,
hey,
but
go
she
ahead.
lives around beautiful things.
I know she has like
before you
amazing
quit.
pictures on Twitter.
Yeah.
Except when it's not Rafa.
Why
all
is
the other
Tony
pictures are
talking
cool.
about cookies and ice cream? Listen, if y'all don't know what that song is about, I'm gonna let you enjoy it on your own and go research it.
Maybe I'm talking. I was thinking they thought it was real cookies and ice cream because I want some cookies and ice cream right now. But before I go, let me introduce my co-hostesses with the mostesses. We have Andre from Solely Tennis Travel, who is still stuck in California. How are you, girl?
I'm good.
Have you left the state? When last you left the state?
Oh my gosh, I guess last year, right? I haven't left the state. I've left the city.
Okay,
I went to Yucca Valley for a brief spell.
Okay, that counts. And do you have your next plan? Because CDC said, Panini is over. The Ponderosa is done.
It couldn't have happened fast enough because I'm about to be a gallivant in Mexico City very shortly.
Ooh.
Oh, are you going with O?
When are you going? Oh, I'll be there for Memorial Day. So
O's going next week, but we're not supposed to talk about it. Apparently, he thinks Real's gonna rip him apart for traveling internationally during a panini, but he let that slip, and I said I'll be sure to tell the world, and we'll discuss it live.
Listen, you know what? You don't even have to defend that anymore. The CDC says we can be inside without masks.
I mean, I'm just saying.
This is
no,
true.
but it doesn't apply to. You know what? It's so funny. We all went and did a deep dive. Everybody's like, "This makes no sense." And so I had a couple friends. They're like, "Oh no, I went and read. No, you still have to have your mask on in airplanes and travel situations."
Why?
I mean,
Yes,
like,
yes, you do.
and I mean, even before there was a panini, we should have been doing that. Like, it shouldn't
I
have.
know that's true.
I
You
mean,
know,
seriously, how often do you get sick after being on a plane?
I
I
mean,
know, so bad. I know I did last time I was on a plane.
and we have Janina from Far Ohio, and for once, Ohio is not really in the news.
Oh, thank God for that.
I mean, I don't know. I think y'all are
Wait,
cooking up
is it-
some hot mess, but you never know.
wait,
It's coming.
Isn't the Ohio governor the one that's
Giving away $1 million for COVID,
giving
child.
away a million?
I mean,
He
look,
is, and this is coming from federal money. Listen, I don't think I agree with it, but if I win it,
no, I'm
y'all, we're going
sorry.
to
I'm
take a big
sorry.
trip.
I am sorry. I'm sorry. I want to
Don't be
fight somebody
sorry.
over this shit. Because let me tell you something. These motherfuckers are fighting people for $300 an extra week, and they're gonna give some idiot they can give 5 people $1 million each.
Do you know
I
what
know,
though?
Doing the thing
right?
that they're supposed to do.
Can I say though? I think it's so clever because look at how many people sign up for the lotto on the slim chance that they'll hit the jackpot.
But
So
no one is
Now,
setting up for the lotto and just sitting at home.
no,
Understand what I'm
but you know
saying?
what? No,
They living their life.
listen, I'm saying, you know what? I am at the end of the day, I am brutal about this. We've already vaccinated the people who want to get vaccinated
Fair
and
enough.
and can. At this point in time, it's basically vaccine reluctant people and folks for whom they haven't made it available, right? And so whatever you need to do, we have to deal with this the way we deal with like safe sex during the AIDS crisis, all of
We
it. Like
don't. We
you,
didn't. We
you
didn't
want
do much
you
with
want
that.
condoms? You
We
want
didn't.
condoms? I'm gonna give you condoms everywhere. I'm gonna break it here. I'm gonna put it on a keychain. I'm gonna do whatever you want. So I think we gotta do the same thing. Listen.
I mean, you clearly haven't been near sex ed or any kind of sex conversation
I'm dealing
lately.
with 90s sex ed. No, but I'm
Okay,
just
that is
saying,
true. That
no,
is
I'm
true.
just saying that you just need to don't judge why people aren't, just make it available to them in the easiest way possible. If they need the idea of winning $1 million, go to it. I
Yeah,
don't
but
want to judge it anymore.
I don't really have an issue with that in principle. But what I have an issue is those same people are going to turn around and tell me what infrastructure is and isn't. But and federal money, this is wasting federal money, right? Infrastructure spending is federal.
Listen, have you met
Meanwhile,
the federal
meanwhile,
government? $1 million is fine.
meanwhile, Tennessee, you can't cross a Tennessee bridge because it's about to fall into the ocean, the river. But they're fighting over infrastructure still. So
Well,
that is my issue. It's just like, where are we picking and choosing the line as to where federal
listen,
and no federal involvement is in? We can do this and how to spend federal money.
well, I just want to see the proof of it though. I'm curious about whether they see a jump in people actually registering to get the vaccine and then submitting their name in this lotto.
And I don't
so
understand.
but here's the thing. This is what they're doing. It's really fucked up on many levels. You have to be a registered voter in order to. So not only do you have to be vaccinated, you have to be a registered voter. So that's probably going to exclude. And it does say you have to be 18, but
So
that's
it
going to
is a citizen test, basically.
correct. Yes.
That's so
It's
strange.
horrible.
Mhm.
That is awkward.
Right.
Because
right,
the people
right.
that you have excluded, because you continually excluded, and because it's people who are working substandard jobs, like, farmers, people in chicken plants, etc., who you have forced back into work in the most vulnerable population, and your economic system is designed not to include for those workers not to be citizens.
Correct.
So,
I mean, we're dealing with priorities here. So this is a citizen call. That makes sense to me. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying, okay, this is the subgroup for this one. I mean,
But,
that's a huge number. We already know that the largest group that is reluctant to have a vaccine are white male Trump voters. So this might work.
But according to those
I
people,
guess.
NPR doesn't seem to miss finding these people. They're like, we need more research. And no one ever asks these people, so what have your research proved on the other medicines that you've been taking? What medical journals have you subscribed to?
Oh, honey,
You
nobody's
know,
reading medical
like,
journals. I just think you need to mention it.
I mean, which one do you currently
Well,
paying
I have a
subscription
bit of an
to?
announcement.
Please.
because I want to encourage anyone who's listening. I have vaccinated. No, I shouldn't say that. I've been having discussions with my child as to whether or not he wanted to be vaccinated. It just became available to him on Thursday, and he got his first dose on Thursday, and he was legit excited. And I feel like that is how it should be. That's how it should be. That's how we get back to acting like something normal. And people are like, oh my God, you're going to get your kid vaccinated. People, we've been getting our kids vaccinated from day 2 of their lives. Okay, 7. It usually happens around day 7. But this isn't new. Stop acting like this is brand fucking new.
I will say, though, there's obviously I'm not a parent, but a fun thing I like to do is follow parents on Twitter. Whew, you all are really, really, really divided.
Listen, I have learned about it on my own as much as I can, and I am fortunate to have a cast of medical doctors at my disposal to ask any questions for those things that I don't understand, and I do ask questions. I talk to my child, I talk to my husband. We all came to the decision that this is what we believe to be best, and I called his pediatrician's office and just asked what the general recommendation is, and she says absolutely get it. So here we are. In a couple of weeks we'll get dose 2. And we will be a fully vaccinated home. Come on over.
Ooh, wow. Look at you. Let me ask you. So speaking of foreign Ohio and travel, excuse me, what's going on with Cincy tennis, y'all?
Cincy tennis is supposed to happen in Cincinnati as scheduled this year.
What?
That is what Cincinnati is putting out. I've been getting emails. They've got their countdown going live on their website, so it's a go.
Are you all going? Are you going to go?
Tony keeps harassing me about this, and I mean, I of course would like to go. I kind of want to see. Listen, Ohio is lifting their mask mandate June 2nd. I'm not too comfortable with that. I'm confident.
What you're really trying to say is that they're going to officially, because no one really in Ohio was really wearing a mask.
Motherfucker, I'm wearing a mask.
I mean, like, yes, you will be wearing a mask, mandate or no mandate anyway. But I'm saying that.
I'm gonna kind of wait and see what it looks like in August. It could be really good. We could get fucked. I'm a little nervous about the CDC saying nobody needs to wear a mask if you're fully vaccinated. We all know that Americans in the whole world are full of liars. What makes you think we're going to operate correctly on this honor system?
Well, just so you know, they just busted.
Oh, I see that
in Long Island. For he had fake vaccination card already written up, just waiting for somebody's name to put in.
Can somebody listen? I was just having this conversation with a friend. What is the point of a fake vaccination card?
I'll tell you what the point of it is, because someone asked me to get them one.
Yeah, listen, but the thing about the fake vaccination card is this. Okay, fine. You bring a fake vaccination card to me, but I'm really vaccinated, so I take my mask off, and everyone else in the room is also really vaccinated and take their mask off. You take your mask off, and you're not vaccinated. Doesn't that harm you?
Listen, the people that want to fake it are the people who are not taking it seriously enough. Or seriously at all.
Okay, it just feels like a real weird risk.
It is a weird risk, but these are the people that have been risking it from day one, which is why they're willing to take, I mean, I actually had a patient today get pissed off and be really nasty because we still require, masking, of course, in a medical office, but you have to wear a surgical mask while you're in the building. And he had on one of those stupid little cloth gaiter things that, you can see your breath come through. And he's like, well, I'm vaccinated. What's the point? And they just said that we don't need to wear masks. And we were like, listen, I understand your concern. This is UH policy. And please don't forget that you can still get the coronavirus if you're vaccinated.
Okay. I mean, I saw Steph in the US said that, Mount Girl, but she has said that she's thinking of skipping Cincy. I mean, my sense of it is that people will either choose Cincy or USO. Right.
It's an Olympic year, so let's see who's going to the Olympics. The last time it was an Olympic year, Cincinnati got hit hard. We had a shit ton of fun because nobody was there.
Cincinnati gonna have to worry because there will not be an Olympics. They just, I don't know how.
So I want to make it seems like the Olympics are happening.
The
I don't know
Olympics
how
is
that's possible.
you know it's May 15th, right? The Olympics is supposed to be happening in almost like 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Japan has vaccinated at least 2% of its population. Tokyo is
Oh, shoot.
currently in its fourth state of emergency.
Oh, yeah.
And let's put in that aside. The vaccination rate for the rest of the world outside of the United States and United Kingdom is like 2%.
Yeah.
Like no one is really getting vaccinated around the
Well, so
world.
what you're trying to say is that Cincy is popping this year, because I would like to have a
Yeah.
reunion like we did.
We had a
before.
blast the last time it was the Olympics. Like the fans were sparse, the players were sparse, but we just had a good ass time.
We
I'm totally up
basically
for
drank-
reliving that.
We drank
Go right
courtside.
ahead.
We drank
We drank
courtside, we drank everywhere. I learned that Andrine likes to drink for breakfast. It's fine, no judgment here. It was a lot of
In
fun. It's
Ohio,
fun
okay?
but
It's
you
in
know what? It's
Ohio.
fun when it's not overly crowded and you don't feel like people are up your ass all the time. That's really what was so good
Well,
about
that's
it.
what the US Open is like. So
Well, I will like to say that I do plan to be in New York City for the entire week. I'm going to be there from Sunday before Labor Day until Saturday. So I will be there
that's the
regardless.
second week.
The second week, yes. I don't
Okay.
do first week anymore. Too many people. I'm one of these elderly people now who say that I can only do the second week. So I will plan to be at the USO, because I actually do think that they're going to go ahead with it, and I think we'll.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we know that. I mean, last year there was a clusterfuck. They lied, they bench rules, all kind of madness. I mean, like this time around when they got like some sort of leverage, and some sort of like return to I don't even want to say return to normalcy. Well, things are a lot better supposedly on paper. I mean, they're definitely gonna have the US Open, and they're
Yeah,
gonna
and I don't see why they would even think of to Mount's question. I don't see why Cincinnati seems like a really great place for you to be able to bring people in. Everything is fairly outdoors, so nothing is closed, right? So it seems like a space where you could actually realistically maybe have 60% capacity. But although I will say, for those of you, even though it is a, what do you call them? It's not a legitimate competition in some ways. The points don't count. I did get an email from Labor Cup that said that they expect to do 100% capacity. But I do think they'll probably be requesting proof of vaccination to get into the garden. And that's in September.
Where are they having it?
The Boston Garden in September.
Okay.
And they expect they expect full capacity. So I don't know what that
Lovely
all
drama girl said, "Yeah, I'll have actual plans." She said, "I can barely plan beyond next week."
Girl, true story.
But I am actually really ready to like mingle. So I mean,
yes, I am too.
This is going to affect my sizzle, because I will just be real honest about it. I have missed hanging out. I have missed it. So
I need people in my life.
I need people for sure. So if it turns out that since he's popping, I'll just sub in my Japan problems for Cincy.
Well, you don't have a Japan problem because you couldn't go anyway. Japan says no foreigners, visitors, other than the athletes.
I know, because
and then a lot of the places are like the athletes can't come here either. So
well, to be fair, yes, they sent us I had tickets for 2 days of the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
And they sent us a note that said, "Would you like your refund back? And please don't expect it immediately."
We got a lot of people we got to give the money to. Don't make them go broke.
So they said like it will be months. So I will actually be getting a refund. But you know what? It was actually really fairly inexpensive for Japan.
I think they're waiting for insurance. I think
it's I can imagine it's a nightmare
because Tokyo wants the IOC to cancel the games.
I know.
That way they would get the insurance. Though I think Tokyo already won because the IOC was supposed to go and watch the torch coming through Hiroshima. But the IOC canceled for COVID. And I'm just like, if these people are canceling for COVID,
I will say they're like, there was something slightly dodgy though. They sent out the email saying that you could get your refund back. And then they sent a second email immediately thereafter, y'all, saying, well, we're not going to say how you can get into the country.
But you can't get in
You
there.
can't
Like the
go. I
IOC
thought
said,
that was clear.
We'll
the
leave
IOC
the
said that you
option
can't
open.
go.
No, they said even though there are statements that said there will be no one allowed in the country, if you choose to, you can keep your tickets and sort of see what happens. Like
Oh,
it
hell
was
That
very
is
much that.
insane. Like,
So-
who's gonna go to Japan and see what happens? It's just like that is insane.
You know
I
what
mean,
though?
I really,
But let's be real honest about this for a minute. Just a moment of reflection and sympathy for those athletes, because you canceled this Olympic. This has been investment for people for a really long time.
I get that, and there is no.
No, I'm just situating it for the athlete. Like I get the government stuff, but for the athlete, this has got to be the most challenging and tricky time. And I wish that we could figure out a way for them to have a version of the Olympics that isn't based in Japan.
Well, this is the thing that I find is really frustrating. And you know, I know you get on me, Andreen, because you like these athletes to come to have done the required reading. Like you people had been in this shit last year, okay? You know what happened, because I know for a lot of athletes, particularly the older athletes. I'm thinking specifically about Shelly and Fraser Price, Jamaican. She said, you know, like I had to basically move my life around because I was planning on retiring in 2020. Now it's 2021. And I know it's a body, right? We're speaking about physical body. It's not like preparing for a test where you could be like, I can, you know what I mean, ramp it up, whatever. I mean, people get old, etc., etc. Plus injuries can come in while you wait. And plus they couldn't train. It wasn't like the Olympics was canceled to next year and then you can keep on your regularly scheduled program.
Yeah.
None of this can kind of happen. But I think that these athletes should have been demanding of their federation that you should have come with some sort of alternative plan.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I mean, like everyone, I mean, like at some point, whatever fairy tales we were telling ourselves, by November of last year, we should have been like, oh shit, things are not necessarily going to go back to quote unquote normal.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a really, I mean, like I understand the athletes, but this is like what, 2,000-3,000 athletes. We're speaking about millions of people in Japan. And we know Japan had to have been lying about their numbers since last year. They had to have been lying. And whatever precautions that they were taking, I mean, like I cannot see myself saying, oh, I feel for athletes because you want a goal and you have worked really hard over the lives of these Japanese citizens. Because the Olympics in and of itself, whether there was a panini or pandemic or whatever going on, it wrecks countries. Brazil is in the mess it is today because they hosted an Olympics in 2016, a World Cup in 2014, and the economic fallout from that shit, and the Olympic take no responsibility for that. And plus, almost every single places the Olympics have been, it just devastates social structures, like get homeless people off the street, kill them, hide them some way. This has been happening and recorded since 1988 in Seoul. And the ramifications.
Reels, why are you such a buzzkill? This is
it's not about being a buzzkill, but all I'm simply saying is just like the Olympics is like any other competition that the athletes have, right? The same rules apply. Like nothing really specifically is different in terms of the rule of engagement. Just have an international, just have individual championships elsewhere. The IOC can ship the medals to where it needs to be. And I mean, like we are gonna watch it.
Zoom Olympics. Zoom Olympics. I mean, your personal pool.
I mean, because I mean, let's be honest. Does the track athlete really care what's going on in the swimming pool?
You know what? I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. And under these circumstances, that is something that absolutely should have been considered heavily. And maybe it was. We don't know.
Because what we're really going for, right? The thing that we are most
Olympic glory
is the opening ceremony.
No. Olympic glory is real. It is real. Yeah. There are sports in the Olympics that nobody watches unless it's the Olympics, really.
Yes.
That is their moment. That is their glory. The athletes want it. Don't pretend like they don't want it.
I am not saying no, Janina, but again, this is, we cannot, because first of all, we can't have an opening ceremony. We just can't. We can't have all these people parading out Like, and I mean, first of all, America can't even do that. Because
Listen,
let's be
maybe there
honest,
is an opening ceremony, and those are the 2% of vaccinated people.
because let's be honest, we know America. We know that team ain't team, right? And we know that everyone's going to really be vaccinated, right? Because they'd have to mandate that every single athlete be vaccinated. And like
They're
I
not
said,
doing that.
I mean, no. I mean, no one is really. We haven't
Olympic
really.
athletes don't have to be vaccinated. Seriously, I would think that would have been on the top of the list. I don't know. I've not been
I
keeping
mean,
up
I
with
think
it.
they would want to, but then again, some countries the vaccine is not even available for them to get it.
I know, but we all know how athletes operate within those circles. I'm sure that I don't know. I just feel like they would make that happen for them.
I feel like it's a ceremony. You can make lots of things happen. But I have been curious about whether V was staking out the doubles alley by engaging with this. What is she doing? Is she taking?
Apparently, she's fucking Riley.
Oh my lord! Are we making this claim out loud?
Pablo's making it in the chat, so we might as well bring it on the air.
I'm trying to be a sunbeam for Jesus right now, so I don't know.
Why are
if I should
you
really-
telling lies?
I don't even know if I should comment on this situation. When people talk about Venus,
I just heard about this 30 minutes ago. I don't even know what's going on. Can somebody fill me
mean,
in? Why
were
is this even a
pictures.
rumor?
the
There
thing
were
about it is
pictures of them. There were pictures of them in a tourist site
they
together.
were at a museum because
Yeah.
apparently, according to my ATP tennis
Pablo
TV,
said they banging.
according to ATP tennis TV, the commentator, I think it's Mark Pecci, one of those
Mhm.
people. He was just like Riley Opelka loves art, and maybe he possibly have art in his tennis bag on the court, and he was seen at a museum with Venus Williams,
Well,
and
Venus is educating the children.
but the problem is that Venus has form for this kind of shit.
She does, so she does like.
I mean, like,
I'm not saying you're dumb, Opelka. I'm just saying.
I'm
Can
just
someone
saying.
please send me the photos? Can we get these on
I
Twitter?
want to say it's on Instagram. When on the gram, it's somewhere there.
Well, I want
She
someone
has
to send it
form
to
for
me.
this kind of mess.
What?
And the thing about it is just like Venus is that messy auntie that just comes in a whirlwind. Like, girl, where you been? Like, she's gonna show up late at the ceremony. You know what I mean? Like, big mama put responsibility on her, just like, no, don't do this. And then she's fighting to do
things
the
for
thing.
Venus, though. Venus, climb that mountain if you must.
That is one big mountain to climb, and
I'm
that head at
just
the top
saying,
is so big. My God, that man is not attractive.
All of us knows, all of us who deal with the deadly art of tottery know that might be a big mountain, but it might be a small hill to climb down. I'm just saying.
Oh dear Lord!
But I'm just saying,
wow.
Venus
Well,
has
good
form
for
to this
Pablo
woman.
is off the hook.
And
Okay,
Opelka-
Pablo has all of the details, so we're gonna have to screen cap the chat for our listeners. But so I feel like that was a really good entree into the sizzle. Woo!
Yeah, we are sizzling tonight. We haven't
Yes.
sizzled in over a year, and tonight we are sizzling. We may be
I think it's
fizzling.
more than yeah, we did have one last year. We did have a pandemic type version last year, but we didn't give the ladies the due, but ooh.
Wow.
I don't know. Venus proved me wrong, but I know you're messy like this, girl. I know you're messy like this, and I'm just saying, you could have done worse. You could have tried to steal Kevin Anderson from his wife. I mean, just saying. You could have been.
Oh my goodness, I don't even.
But you know
we
what?
do
He's
here
too
sometimes.
old. Venus do like these children.
She likes them young. She likes them young.
know
You
what,
do
girl?
it, Venus.
You get
Do
it,
you.
but God, get a hot one. 'Cause this ain't it. Cracks beer. All right, so we're
Okay.
sizzling. We're
Yes,
sizzling.
we're sizzling.
Who
So
wants to go first? How did you approach your sizzle list? We left this wide open. We said top 6, but that's it. So
okay, so
what did you do?
because Reels is in the name of the show, and I'm contrary, I was contrary this year. And I am a Murray feminist today. So I am going to acknowledge ladies. Okay.
Yes.
That is the bare minimum I
Wow,
can do.
I'm
Okay.
impressed.
Yes.
So-
Bring the ladies up.
I have 2 lists. Okay. I have a boys and girls. Okay.
Okay.
So
So-
gendered.
My girls are gonna be here because I am looking for mess and kiki in. We just
Yes.
gonna be like living it up and drinking. There's someone I did consider Divadal coming to my party, but I'm just like, not so sure.
Considered
So there are
Rafa?
people that I, like think. So my girls list is all about who I know is going to bring the heat. We're going to be dancing. We're going to be in a hot mess. You know, that this is the kind of girls where you're going to be like, you don't want your phones to be anywhere around because it's going to be messy. You know what I mean?
It's like the Real Housewife of Atlanta, Bolo.
we don't want any live or anything like, you know,
Oh
it's
my
going on the
God.
gram or anything. Pictures might be embarrassing. Okay,
You're out of
when
control.
you consider my boys list, okay,
Okay.
my men's list, okay, and this is where I was thinking.
So if you're gonna call them men, you're gonna have to call them women. So you either stick with boys or girls.
Yes, okay.
Ooh.
So the women list and on the men, my men's side, of course, is straight up thottery. You know, this.
I mean,
you know,
that's the only thing you know, real.
I mean, stick with what you know. Use what you know. You know, and I mean, my list is looking kind of odd, I sort of think, but you know, it's a panini, so I'm giving myself grace. So if y'all want to judge and come for me, it's okay.
Okay.
You know,
we will.
I mean, I just know that anyone I pick could never be worse than whatever I know Janina got on her list. That I just know. I know that I cannot do worse than Janina. So give me.
You
some
know what?
grace,
You're an
okay?
asshole.
So I'm gonna go for okay. Actually, no. So, ladies, you tell me how you approach your list, Janina.
So my list comprises what's the word? I don't fucking know. Full disclosure, not watching much tennis. So I had to I took the top 10 men and the top 10 women rankings. And I pit them against each other. Okay. And I did a top 6 with an honorable mention. And it's kind of like I did number 1 versus number 1. Is that a sizzle or a fizzle?
Oh, nice. Okay.
So
So
that's
you're shipping
my
these
list.
people together?
I'm going to do my list together. Yes.
No, so you're
Wow.
shipping them. You're like saying this, you're making a couple and you're thinking this couple is successful couple or not successful couple?
No,
Kind
not
of.
necessarily
Versus.
coupling,
Okay.
just ranking.
It's a versus. It's our own. It's her own version of a versus.
That's right. So, you know, like, is this person in the number 1 ranking for the women and the men? Is that a fizzle or a sizzle? Who gets the fizzle? Who gets the sizzle? And sometimes
And
ain't none of
Pablo
these
said,
bitches
"Oh,
make
is it
me
a
take my
drizzle?"
mask off.
So okay, so my list, I actually just have 6 because I follow the rules that was established because I'm that kind of student. But anyway,
Years ago.
No. So I have to say that the pandemic has made me dark.
Ooh.
So I don't want anyone nice. I'm over nice.
You know what? I think Andrine is about to be really, really, really messy.
Tony,
And
stop
cause a
trying
lot
to
of
help
trouble.
me.
I mean, your list is gonna be embarrassing. Like, you know, like, ooh, girl.
It's embarrassing, but I don't
No,
want
not
anyone
Janina,
nice.
not Andrine's list. Janina list is the kind of list you gotta pull her aside, be like, girl, we sure about this. I mean,
So I know, but you know what? You know, it's so funny. At the start of the pandemic, I had Grigor as my top 1, right?
Mhm.
Because I wanted something soft and cushiony
mhm.
and lovely, and he seems so nice.
And
Now,
extra time in his hand. I mean,
yeah, all that extra time, and now I have no desire for any of that. I went completely the other way. So I feel like
Oh my
coming out
God,
of
you
the
went for fucking Medvedev?
I mean, I feel like coming out of the pandemic, it's darkness all the way.
Novak, Medvedev, Rublev? Oh, Lord.
she didn't say the top 10.
Oh, okay.
But you know what? I know I
expanded my
bet you I know
horizon.
who's on that list because she's looking for drama here, you know, but you know, I'm gonna let my girl shine, okay? Like I got
Let her
your back,
shine. Let her
Andre. I
All
got your
shine.
right,
back.
you can start. I'll go last.
You'll go
Okay.
last. Go, Reels. Go.
Okay, so my number 6 messy girl who I know is gonna bring it and be white girl wasted and we're just gonna be it's gonna be a mess, mascara everywhere. It's Yelena Ostapenko.
Oh
I
my
just
God.
know she is going to bring the mess. She's gonna order top shelf liquor with whatever's left of that French Open money. And
And not be
we
able to
gonna-
pay her tab at the end of the night and then cry, and that's when her
we got
mascara
we,
runs.
we got people who can cover that. I mean, don't worry about that. We got people who cover that, but I'm just simply saying, if it's anyone who knows about the liquor and which to get the good drinks, it's gonna be Elena Ostapenko. I mean, so she's my number 6. And my number 6, I don't want to say, I don't want to use fuckboy because that's really
Oh, it's fine. It's
offensive.
fine. We all
Is
like
it
one of those
problematic?
times.
I mean, it's problematic because they're not boys. I mean, like, and what's wrong with fucking? I mean,
It's
like,
just
I
a
ain't trying
term.
to,
It's just a term.
I ain't trying to bring that down. Okay, I mean, because we've all been that at some point. I mean, like, I can speak for myself.
Wow, you're telling a lot
Don't
about
make
your life.
assumptions.
I said what I said.
All right.
And Daniel, don't do your boy Rublev. Daniel, I mean, like, we're gonna have a real girl talk because you been problem. Rublev is your boy. Okay. Feliciano Lopez, he's tried and true. He is. I mean, like, we all know what he can bring. We know the assets he brings to the table. And look, we need a guy around
Oh my
Spain.
God, Daniel said he might eat glue, but that's my boy.
Every time I see
Daniel,
Rublev,
this is why we wanted you here.
I mean, I don't want to lie. Every time I see Rublev, I think like he's just never been out in the sun,
I
and he's
feel
the
like
kind
he's
of boy
dead.
he would eat
He's
his
a
boogers.
ghost.
He's the kind of boy that would eat his booger. He would pick his nose in front of you, look at it, and be like, why don't I eat that? So my number 6 grouping is Messi Ostapenko and Feliciano Lopez because we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time. And I should note that this is a quarantine, okay? We're quarantining because we don't know what. I'm sure everyone on my list took the vaccine. If not, I mean, we can give them the jab anyway. I mean, we're just going. We're not fucking around. Okay.
Oh my God. So my, I'm doing rankings. So in the 6th spot for the men and the women, are Svitolina and Zverev. Svitolina is my fizzle. That bitch ain't doing shit for me. Nothing. It wasn't even a contest. I don't find her attractive. She has really long fingers with
The things you care about.
Not fingers. She has really long nail beds and they're weird. And every time I see her hands, I think, ew, that's ugly.
I don't know how you're all up in there, Janina. I don't know how you even get that. 'Cause I don't even have like even a half of
because
a
these are the
picture.
things that I notice.
I mean, the only thing I've seen on that girl finger is a rock. Okay, that's it.
Well, it's a good distraction from her ugly hands. Zverev, he is my sizzle. I mean, he is a bit of a bad boy, maybe a bit of a dick. Seems like we kind of forgot that maybe he was beating somebody's ass. I don't know. We kind of swept that under the rug. But he's very good to look at. I would like him to put a little weight on. He would be more fun to look at, but he's kind of hot.
Not in that sleeveless tank though. That ain't for you.
Tony says, "How do you know how long her nail beds are?" True story. Sitting in press at Cincinnati,
You see,
at a table with Svitolina, I couldn't stop looking at her hands because her nails are so. Her actual nail beds are so long.
Janina, they're not gonna
It's
invite you
awkward.
nowhere. They're not gonna invite you nowhere. Okay, you see, you have these weird stories with these people. I cannot imagine Irani and Roberta Vinci without thinking chicken wings. I can't. I just
Nor
can't.
should you.
Cankles and chicken wings. Like I just
This
think
is-
that every.
Listen, don't. My perspective is unique. Okay.
And Paul Burditch wasn't even doing much in my life, but every time I think of that dude, it's just like he can't handle a pen. He cannot handle a pen.
Well, now you know Svitolina has abnormally long nail beds and they're weird.
I love that these are your observations, Janina. I can't believe you someday.
Well, I mean, when they don't have anything good to say, you have
I'm
to find
telling
something,
you.
right?
Whenever players gonna meet Janina, they're gonna be in a sack and just
The things she observes.
they're gonna
Okay,
be in
so-
confessional. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna be
All
in
right.
boots and be
So
like,
I was of course top 6 dark side. Boys who have chosen the dark side, I hope.
mhm.
And I've surveyed the top 100
Oh
players.
wow, she went all in.
I went all in.
She didn't even know half of them anyway, so it's all right.
I kind of observed. And so I landed my number 6 is the one that gets all the little people excited. 20-year-old. Father was a former doper.
Oh, wait, who is this? It's like a quiz show.
Corda.
He reported to have lots of great relationships with his sisters, whatever that means.
Oh my God, is it incest?
No. Oh my God.
Too much Game of Thrones.
I was totally going Game of Thrones. Okay,
has questionable Twitter likes. Might be a possible MAGA. And
But he's American, so we just assume that he's MAGA until otherwise.
And we are going to go
with sisters.
Yep, it's a guess.
I feel like we need a drum roll. I have no idea who this is.
You have no idea?
No,
I think I know. I think I said it already.
Fritz? Daniel says it's Fritz?
No, it's Corda.
Corda, Sebastian Corda. This is the new up-and-comer. He's a dark
I don't even know who that is.
He's a dark sider. Blonde, lanky, 6'4".
Is he cute?
He's
20.
He looks like a mayonnaise sandwich, I'm sure. He looks like a mayonnaise sandwich.
I mean, he's okay looking. Oh my God, Daniel's like, who? Daniel, get with the program. Sebastian Corda. No.
I'm about to look him up.
He is ranked number 62.
Steph says he's cuter than Sasha. Steph says he's cuter than Sasha.
Well, you know what? I think they're in the same family. They're in the same family of looks. So I was checking around on all the young ones that are coming up, and we will believe that Sebastian Corda, I believe, is from the dark side. Take him on as you wish. He is my number 6.
Oh, he has a weird forehead.
Oh my God, I can't.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, why you do that, Janina? Why you do that? Like, let these people live.
He has a pretty mouth.
I mean, let them live, Janina. God damn.
His eyes are weird. He's got crabby eyes like Team.
I know.
I'm sure the players who listen to this program, and I know
he's got blondie, big. Yes, Daniel. Daniel has decided he's uncute. He does scramble well. He does scramble well. He moves well for a big guy.
He uses Axe body spray, says Tony. Oh shit!
I will say
he has wrinkles.
I think he does.
So
I think he does.
Tony, true story, Tony. So I was talking about this in Twitter about this man who, like, I mean, Axe body spray is an abomination. So I think the man heard my tweet. I read it somewhere because when a couple of days later I went in there and he grabbed that Axe body spray and hit it so quickly.
Andrine, he's not. Nope, I don't like him.
Tony,
he had lovely results. He has beaten the new hot boy from the Australian Open in the final. He has beaten beat Schwartzman. He beat Fognini. He had some nice results. He beat Cilic, which isn't hard to do anymore, I assume. So be nice to him, Federer, when you play him. And he beat Tsonga, but that's not saying much because Tsonga is pretty much a little done right now. Are we calling Tsonga done?
20 though. I'm just saying he don't look 20.
No, he doesn't look 20. He's got all them wrinkles around his eyes. Andrine, do better.
Janina, you watching?
But look at me getting you to explore the world, Janina. Go ahead, Reels.
I'm just saying that hair look like it's a struggle already, but booze, they better get that road. Okay, I mean,
he needs one of those Dolgopolov weird things that he wore in his hair.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes, that's another.
He retired, by the way, officially.
Yeah.
Yes. Which
I didn't even miss him. I mean,
no, totally didn't miss him. But I missed him when he served. That was a nice leapfrog.
I mean, like, so my number 5, messy lady is Kabina Muguruza.
Oh boy!
So I know she could dance. I know she coming in denim, but we got an outfit for her in the back. We gonna make her over. Because that's what Good Judy does for their friends. Okay, Good Judy hook the girl up. So Asapenka, no, Asapenka's not gonna be on the makeup because she look like she's gonna give you kabuki makeup. You just know that girl is gonna give you a bold eyeshadow, and it's just like, girl, we ain't doing that. So Muggs is gonna be there at our party, and my number 5, I went to Chile. Christian Garin. So he's
Ooh,
6'1", gives me a little,
little
South
brutish to
American
me.
feel,
Very
you know what I
brutish.
mean? And in
Mhm.
case I know something tells me Ostapenka is the kind of girl that would be caught doping, but it's doping with cocaine. So I think Garen might have some connects for us.
Oh my
Uh,
god!
just
Are you?
in case. Just in case.
Oh wow, I like him. He's nice,
He's really nice. I think he has a good game. I mean, like he's trying to. I mean,
and I
because
like
we
his head of hair. He's got a lovely head of hair.
exactly, and we
I don't
have.
know
I
who he
mean,
is. I
like there
guess I
used to
gotta
be a
look him up
time.
too.
There used to be a time where you couldn't go anywhere in the top 20 and not like stumble over South Americans all over the place.
No,
So, I mean, granted, most of them were doping. So, I mean,
are you really serious? Are you making that claim? No, he
I
looks nice
mean,
and healthy.
one of them recently got caught for doping recently. So,
You can't
Oh,
make
he's
it.
cute.
Yes,
yeah.
very nice.
So,
Mm.
Kristen Guerin is my number 5. So,
Ooh.
He
yeah,
looks like
we
he has
gonna.
some meat on his bones too.
I think your number. I feel like the men are sizzling versus the women in that one. You're
That's
I
because
sizzling.
mean,
he don't like that watermelon sugar high.
like I am not in the lady pond for those reasons. I have honest and virtuous intentions for the women. I am. I mean,
Well,
I
I
was just
respect the
saying.
head of hair he has on his head.
Yes.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Very gorgeous. You know what? He's very romance novel brutish. Like he's got
Yes.
strong jaw. Very good. Very solid.
And
Nice.
Pablo says reels like Garen thighs. Yes, you do. I do like myself a leg and thigh. You know what I mean?
Legs,
Just
thighs, and
saying.
butts here though.
Yeah,
I
he has
will
nice
say.
legs.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
Wow. You know what? Their pictures, I mean, I've seen him, but he photographs better than sometimes he looks live. Can I say
I mean,
that?
no, not everyone looks cute sweaty. I mean,
True story.
not everyone. You know what I mean? Like sometimes,
Very attractive. Welcome to the club.
and
Garth.
clay is never going to give you your best. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause if you're working too hard,
Sweaty.
you get
All right.
pictures on the grass.
My number 5.
Mhm.
In the rankings, it is Kenan versus Sissy Pass.
Ooh,
I mean, is
gosh,
there
they're
any?
both weird? They're both
Listen,
weird.
they may be both weird, but Kenan is really hard to look at. She's definitely my fizzle.
Aw.
Sissy Pass, just sit there and don't say anything. I'll look at you all fucking day. You're hot as hell. I like you.
Mm.
Just don't talk.
I like it. All right, so you all made fun, but I'm a fan of Vampire Chic. So pale as midnight.
I know who this is.
Lips as rosy as you want him to be.
With a comb over.
I'm nervous.
You know who this is.
Hair as ruddy as you think it should be. Spends most of his time in a coffin, I'm sure.
And he comes out mad as hell.
Likely to throw a temper tantrum.
Oh my god.
No ass to speak of.
It's just back.
Pablo says it's Sinner.
No, it is
No.
Rublev.
It's Rublev.
Rublev.
It's Rublev. Nobody else would be described as a vampire in living in a coffin. Listen,
You do
I
know.
can't. I have no words.
True. I mean, vampiric is such the correct word because you can just see him doing. You can just see that.
Oh my gosh. I
You
feel
just
like
see
the
that.
ATP has the right range for that group.
I feel like he might be dead.
I don't know. You know what? I saw Rublev live a couple years ago when he had that really nice run at the US Open, and I'm a fan. I really like the look of it. I can't help it.
No, you like the look of his game, right? Not of him.
Kind
Let's
of
be
him
clear.
too.
Just how he
Stop it.
moves
Stop
on the
it.
court as well. Just how
Reels,
he
kick her out. Kick her out of the group right now.
You know what it is? There's something you know, it's exactly like I said. Like it is Welcome to an Anne Rice novel. He has a very undead look, and I really like
He's
it.
that God kid.
Daniel,
that
who
is
are you
really
giving
doing
neck
something
to?
good.
What is he saying? What is
Daniel
happening in the
loved.
chat?
And
Daniel
right.
love it.
Oh my
Yes.
God. And
Pablo
they're
is
saying Sissy
correct.
Poss looks like he doesn't change his underwear.
Yes. First of all, not only does he not change his underwear, he doesn't wash his legs like people are reporting.
Just let the soap run down.
I'm just saying that we are.
And Rublev
saying
used
that
to
the
be in a
ATP
band, Andre, and so he can bring some real good
Listen,
entertainment.
ATP is missing a marketing opportunity. A former boy bander looks like he could be the undead. Like they need to come up with new names for him.
Exactly. He could bring in that teenage market. Like
Yes.
those girls.
Wait,
little
I need to
girls.
know more about this band thing. What position
Yeah.
was
Yeah, he
he?
used to be in a band.
Was he a singer? Was he a drummer? Was he a guitar player? Did he tinkle on the triangle? What was he doing?
No, I almost
Ding,
sure he was the front
ding.
man. It was one of the front men. Like he was there.
No. Put it out.
Yes, I swear to God. Like I could let me go Google
I'm about to
it.
look this shit up. Yeah, I'm Googling right
Yeah,
now.
he's a band. He used to be in a band, I guess. He was in a One Direction cover band. Yes.
They will cover in One Direction.
Yes.
Oh, there it is. There's a YouTube video. See my girl cover.
So what was he
by
doing?
Sunday
What was he doing?
afternoon.
He was basically playing the song that you started out the podcast with, Janine.
Watermelon sugar high. Was he singing?
He sang. He
Oh,
sang Andre Rublev's song. What is it? He sang "Steal My Girl," "Steal My Girl" by One Direction.
I'm putting it in the chat, Andre, Janina.
Oh my God. Oh Jesus.
See, I told you, baddest
Y'all gonna
boys.
have to
These
stop.
cute little bad boys. They're a mess.
I cannot. You know what, Reels? Move on from here.
There's no
Okay.
earnestness.
I cannot
there
believe
at all.
Rublev made a slot in the Sizzle top 6 in a positive way.
Listen,
I will never.
my
Listen,
list is hot
this
right now.
This may trump my Christina McHale picks.
I don't
You
think so. Don't you dare. I know you about to, you are not an honest critique. This is not an honest critique.
fair point.
You don't
fair
you
point.
don't get to
Daniel
judge
says
this.
respect the king.
You don't
Rublev,
get to judge
exactly.
this.
Daniel
Okay,
knows Rublev is cute. He has an appeal.
You don't get to
Okay.
judge this, okay?
Go
You
for
don't get
it.
to judge this stuff. You mean that.
No, no.
Start us off, Reels. Who's
No,
your
let
next?
us be.
Your top 4.
So, I mean, there is no mess on the WTA complete without my girl, Le Française, Le Grec, Le Polyglot, Kiki Mladenovic. Okay? Like, I mean, Kiki
I
is
love
getting
it.
some
Listen,
results
Kiki can
coming
get
in
it.
here. So
I love a
Kiki,
Kiki.
I mean, Kiki is going to be here. Kiki it. I mean, like, this is why, and I don't like the other Kiki. I don't like Kiki B. I like Kiki F.
I think she's probably fun times.
What's that?
She's very earnest. You want the Kiki M. You want the other Kiki.
I want Kiki M because Kiki M is gonna be dragging Maria for Phil. She's gonna be dragging the WTA. I mean, just like
The only downside to her is that she dated Team. I don't understand that, but that's about it.
and that's why we're gonna be talking to her because, like, girl, what happened? Like, good duties are gonna have a talk to them, girl. Like, it could.
Bless her.
Plus, I know she's gonna tell me, she was a beard, and we gotta try to
Listen,
steer
she
her
will
in
spill
that
all the
direction.
tea.
Spill all the
So,
tea, girl. Spill all the tea.
My
my
number
God.
4 hot dude in this case, my tried and true, PHH, Pet Hugh Ebert.
Of course,
I mean,
Mr. Cheekbone.
I mean,
You love a peer.
have you seen that messy bun? That bun is a hot mess.
I have not seen him with a messy bun. Let me
Girl.
look him up.
You need to see his pandemic hair. Like, He's trying to get a messy man bun with a top knot, girl.
Mm-mm.
Someone needs to tell him that is not cute. But he's out here with his wonky serve, out here trying to get some single serve. And by the way, just to let y'all know, like the doubles, I don't know why. I guess the panini has been really devastating because people are from all over the world. I mean, typically doubles are never really from the same country. The partner in. The pandemic has really have the rankings all over the place. I think Jamie Murray is out of the top 10. It's all over the place. So I mean,
Oh, his man bun is super messy, but damn, he looks good.
exactly. That's what I'm talking
Listen,
about.
that
A
man is
man can come in with
beautiful.
a hot mess of hair, and you can overlook that and just be like, "Babe, whatever." He can
That man is
have bed
gorgeous.
head at 12 o'clock in
It
the
don't even
afternoon.
matter. The
It don't even
cheekbones
matter.
make
Don't
you
even
forgive
matter.
everything else.
Don't even matter. Plus, I do know Kiki and Monks would want to play in his hair anyway, so we'd all be doing each other nails and whatever. It's so cute. I mean,
I cannot.
I mean, my spot is definitely the spot to be in this, post CDC saying we're all normal now. So
I like it.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
So for number 4, for me, this was tough because it's Sabalenko versus Dominic fucking Thiem. Listen, there ain't nothing hot about Sabalenka.
Dominic Thiem.
Nothing. Not a goddamn thing.
About who?
Sabalenka.
I love Sabalenka. She's like totally channeling.
She
Wonder
don't look
Woman.
good.
She looks
She's
fantastic.
never dressed appropriately, but she needs a good
Oh.
Judy. She can be fixed. There is
Listen,
look.
Her
there.
face is
If
weird.
you put her in shorts, she's great. Don't put her in a dress. Those dresses are horrible looking.
Well,
on
she's
her.
definitely my fizzle. It was a hard choice because I don't
Between
really care for
her and
either one of
Dominic
them.
Thiem.
I'm that's what I'm saying. You see, and you're
At
trying
least
to come
Dominic
back
Thiem
from
has a nice
Christina
ass to
McHale,
look at.
and you're trying to come back from Christina
No,
McHale,
Dominic Thiem got the booty.
and his face is looking like a pterodactyl.
I don't need to
Come
see
on,
him from the
girl.
front. I don't need to see him from the front.
I'm gonna have to push back on that. I am feeling all of the muscles.
You picked Rublev. You got nothing.
It's true. I really can't speak, but I feel like let me put it in the chat. I'm putting it to people in the chat. You all have to weigh in. Sabalenka
says
versus
she does
Thiem.
not look good. No,
Okay,
I thought
I'm
Steph was quoting
not
you.
saying it from an absolute perspective.
Pablo, I don't
saying,
want raw ingredients. I need refined,
listen, I'm gonna ask you all
like that team
from
ass.
the competition, Sabalenka versus Thiem. I'm not saying Sabalenka, period. Sabalenka versus Thiem. Come on.
That is not how I approached my list.
And therein lies the problem.
No, it is not. It's my list. I do it how I want.
No, I'm just
And she is a fizzle.
A fizzle, really?
Yes,
Screeching
for sure.
doesn't do it. The screeching doesn't do it for you, Janine. I thought you
Hell
like
no.
screeching. I thought you like
up.
screaming.
Shut
Girl,
up,
you're
girl,
friends.
shut up.
Girl, you're friends with Franny, who has asthma. Like,
You know, that was one of my child's first words. Aki. Aki. True story.
Oh, you're a mess. I love it.
No, I mean, come on. No. I can't. You can't be doing. You can't be doing it.
Listen, Dominic Thiem can fizzle in interview room number 4. I'm fine with it.
Okay. Well,
who you got, Andreen?
I'm now moving on into the darker territory.
It is true. It is true, Daniel. She does look boxish. Like Sabalenka does.
Her head is a square.
Yes, but, I mean, like we can work with that.
No, we cannot. No, we can't.
Okay, fine, Steph. She's like, no, Dominic Thiem is better looking. That fair enough. Okay, so continuing on the darker side, we are elevating the darkness. Moving on up to the
I do like the poetic irony here, Andreen, that you're talking about darkness and you pick like the palest dude ever.
Exactly.
I mean, like, can we just pause a moment and like you're talking about darkness and
but we're talking about dark traits, dark characters, dark
I just
ideas.
see like for some reason in my head right now is Edgar Allan Poe.
Well, exactly. He does have that look.
It's not good. It's not a good look.
So this one is liable to take you to court.
Oh shit! I'm gonna sue you. Who's gonna sue?
Or someone will take
Novaxx?
you to court. Someone will take his ass to court. Got a lovely head of hair.
Nice hair. Will take
Looks
you to
good.
court
Looks good in a sweater.
in a sweater.
Mhm.
Has a nice little beard action.
Oh, it's Pierre.
But he takes BDSM too far.
Does
And
he like to be
so
on a boat?
I was about to say really?
No, I think it's Pierre.
Nicholas Bashvili.
Really?
Oh,
Basil
crap.
really. I was like, when she mentioned Cole, I was just like,
Court. I mean, you all are not keeping up with the
I
dark
thought it was
side.
Benoit Paire.
You're not
No.
keeping up with the dark side. So it is Nico. Last year, we were loving Nico. He was looking good, beautiful hair, all that wonderful things. People were loving his game. Then the wife let us know the real tea. And so now we have the resident, sadly, wife beater on tour.
Damn.
So
not according to popular results. Fiction. I'm just saying.
Yes.
It
But
ain't
anyway,
him.
so Nico is our resident bad boy who doesn't get any reputation that way. We don't talk about him that way, but he has a bad reputation.
Well, the ATP sweeps that shit under the rug.
I don't even know if they care enough to put it under the rug. They just don't talk
That
about
is
him.
true.
Oh my. You're like, you just don't talk about him.
They just don't talk about him. I will say though, in a sad way, he is very attractive though. Oh my God, Bashvili. Pablo says, my good, I need to check my moral compass. Why? That is Bashvili. He is a dark character. He's the dark heroine in a romance novel. Y'all didn't remember.
I did know, but I'm just simply saying, I just know that,
What?
But tennis Twitter would let you get away with it. So
Of
just
course.
so you know.
I'm gonna listen. What did I say? I said the pandemic has made me dark. This is my top 6 in darkness.
So
I do find him still attractive.
I just don't find him interesting, but
Why?
Saying.
Wait,
Plus he beat Federer, so fuck him. That's just,
makes him top villain of all. It. He stopped Federer's comeback.
You know what I mean? Federer's playing so cute, trying to get a little momentum going, and you were just like, you will not get into form on my watch. Just not on my watch.
It was so cute though, because Bashvili was like, "Oh my God, I beat Federer." I'm like, "Yeah, returning from a 6-month layoff, but keep going." Oh,
everybody wants their win over the big people.
You know what? Very lovely drama girl says it. He is very much Rochester from Jane Eyre. He definitely has that energy. Very.
And for real, he would have no doubt putting his wife in the attic. So.
But you know what? We are hitting all the high marks in terms of characterizations on the ATP tour. Yikes.
I mean, lovely drama girl. I don't know how more violent you can get when you lock up your wife in the cellar, in the attic. I mean, like,
so. Yeah, I don't know.
So my number is 3. So I have to be a little careful here because we can't let her have any drinks at all. But we just gotta be very careful. But I think she is a good girl, and she will, think. But just for the energy and just to pump up my good sis, Coco Goff, because we need her to. We need her to bring that energy. I mean, like we need. Her
Can't put children on the list. This has been well established.
She's a partier. But he's counting them as only.
This is virtuous ways. I am. Oh my God, Janina. Oh. You call me every morning when I'm lusting after men in the gym, and you're trying to talk about like I'm going to be inappropriate with a girl.
She's a good cheer. She's a good cheer.
We're just here just to make because we need some spice on the WTA. We tired of these like, oh my God, like, he said night. She said thank you. She said
I love everything about
good luck. Because I
also love the fact that she's starting to get a bunch of people who just don't like her winning, no matter how she wins.
I mean, and they're trying to deny the very thing that they're seeing. Like, oh my God, she just rolled into the semifinals.
Right,
she beat
Pablo?
like 3 top 10 players. So
Pablo says, "Reels, you're mixing cocoa with this crew." I think it's inappropriate. I'm just saying.
No, because I mean, I need because we're gonna have a meeting here, and we're gonna be these girls are gonna be like, we ain't trying to be nobody's best friend.
Yeah,
We
she don't seem like that type either. She
we're not
seems
trying to
no,
do that.
she's not trying to do that.
So you know what I mean? Because I mean, these best friend types be out here stealing people's husband,
I don't
but
think she's
nobody's
trying
talking
to do
about
that
that.
either, but I'm just not ready to put her on any lists yet. She's a
But
baby.
she's
Aw,
not drinking. I mean,
We
like I
have to
said,
protect her.
but
aw.
you got a list of fizzle people out here. Am I saying you're being inappropriate with them? You out here judging
They are
Fidelina's
all
fingernails.
adults.
I am just trying to get
I mean, I appreciate your zhuzhing energy. She has zhuzh energy. Thank
right. I'm
you.
trying to bring that out. You remember you remember Venus 1997, and Irina Spilly, and I was like, bitch, I'm gonna
Ah,
check my
I love that
shoulder.
Venus. That's a
I
good
want
Venus.
that kind of energy for Coco. Okay, I mean, like we coming out here,
Stare
no
down.
holds
I'm
barred.
gonna serve it and stare at you.
Exactly. Because I think you could see that these girls are trying to intimidate her, and you know what I mean. But it's like, nah, like, girl, we got your back. So we're
Thank
building
you,
a squad
Pablo.
for you.
Thank you,
So
Pablo.
I mean, you're wrong if Pablo's agreeing with you. So I'm
This
just saying.
is, and I'm like, Pablo, get in here.
You're wrong if
Pablo is
Pablo's
one
agreeing
shady
with you. So
motherfucker,
I'm
isn't he?
just
That's why
saying.
we love him.
So on the men's side,
Who's that?
so I'm going. I said I like my legs and my thighs.
Oh shit.
Aslan Karatsev. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
girl,
Listen, I
ladies,
just love his name.
ladies. I mean, just the name, and he has that sort of a dark look that you're trying to. Andrine, I mean, like, I don't know anything. I swear he came up in the KGB because he just appeared out of nowhere.
Do you know what? I think about that all the time. I think about all the time how we have these people talking about prognosticating about the future, as always, of tennis, and they never bring up any of the people who make the breakout. Same thing with Milos. Milos showed up at the Australian Open. Everybody's like, "Who's this dude? What happened?" Aslan, same thing. How are these people
But Milos was
trolling?
young though. Aslan is 28 or 20, going on 29.
Yeah, he's
Exactly.
old.
But I mean, that's old. But I'm just saying how these folks troll the Challenger Tour and people be breaking through and they're like, "Who's this person?" I don't know.
I mean, I don't know if I'm going to call him good looking.
But
in
the
the face,
unfortunate thing, I think,
but I want to say his name.
But I think the problem with tennis, I think it's a problem of the whole journalism aspect of it, right? Because he doesn't fit into the mold of young, you know what I mean?
I
So,
guess
and
Well,
again,
he's certainly taking his moment.
I mean, he sure is, I mean, this in this pandemic tournament, let's get it. The money is the same in most places, get it. Because I mean, it's very slim pickings out in the thing. As a matter of fact, I don't even think the French Open announced what the prize money will be.
$2.
I know in the French they would announce that after the first round. Like
the French is gonna be a mess, y'all.
Oh,
Good luck to them. Well, I have to say, Aslan has a problem with the eyes. What's going on with the eyes? He's got no lay eyes on
He
the
can't
ball.
see past his fucking nose. That's what.
He's got no lay eyes. He's like, here is the ball. Hit ball.
Look, we're not necessarily looking up to Aslan. We're just saying, I mean, have you seen those legs?
Oh my God. Tony says
And
the French is going to pay an IOU.
I mean, if they can find paper, because they're running the administrative services, it's crazy. But I'm just simply saying, Aslan legs could, I mean, like, his one leg, I mean, like, I would put
one leg. Wait, what's happening?
One of his legs.
His one leg is bigger than both of Berrettini
and Sasha's combined. I'm just saying.
No, poor guys.
I'm just saying. Berrettini would have made my list, but I mean, like, I cannot deal with those toothpicks. I can't.
He looks very scruffy. He looks very manly, I will say. He
definitely
has more of a yes. He has a very manly look.
I mean, look, and just in case we need to go certain places, I mean, you need that butch factor. So I'm just saying.
Dun, dun, dun. I love it.
Oh my God, we're halfway through.
I mean, Karatsev seemed like the kind of guy who could break something. He just has to be silent, and then you know what I mean? Like, no one's gonna ask you any questions. We're going to zip through the airport line and everything. Karatsev.
Dang, get it.
I know he got one of those special passports from Russia, which is like, he has like 16 U.S. passports, right, from all different countries. He got one of
That's
those,
it.
so,
That is shady as fuck.
and
Why
I'm here
not?
for it.
All right.
Were
Fair
they
enough.
gonna do something?
All right, you ready for this?
Mhm.
It's my
We've got-
third.
Simona Halep versus Rafa Nadal.
Yes. Oh wow.
I'm just saying, who wants any of those? Like any
It
of
was
those?
tough. It was tough.
Simona. It's Simona.
Listen,
No,
I
she's not.
was all ready to make Simona my sizzle, but then I thought I
No,
don't really
she's a
think
total
that.
sizzle. She's
Yeah,
a
I
total
think
sizzle.
she's a fucking mess. I don't think she likes women, and I mean that not in a sexual way. I just think that she's not an advocate for women. So she is my fizzle. God help me, Rafa is my sizzle. I never thought I would say that in a million years, balding and all. I gotta pick
You mean
Rafa.
the frizzle in his hair? Is that what we're talking about?
No, she loves the colors he wears. She likes a man in pink.
Listen, Rafa
know-
does
you know
look
what?
good when he wears pink. He
Here's a
looks
little
great,
tea.
and he
So
has an
Rafa-
amazing body.
Rafa
Rafa's a butterface.
is wearing more
Now
baggier
he is.
pants, and I think that was what was problems were in the earlier rounds, the
What?
earlier clay court tournament. He was wearing some pum pum shorts,
That
and,
got stuck. Yeah, listen. Sometimes
and then he
people think that
loosened
the
up
outfit
those
doesn't work.
pants, and then he's winning a little tournament these days. You know what
Listen,
I mean?
Rafa's like, I can breathe. His legs didn't have room to breathe.
Rafa's
No,
got some nice legs.
He
Let's
does.
just put it
he
out there.
does, but I mean, like, I just can't. I mean, have you seen that boy in a social
Tony,
setting?
no.
I
Tony,
mean,
no.
Rafa
Tony,
doesn't just
no.
seem like Daniel. They
Oh my
look
god,
like a
Daniel
ninja.
says he looks like a ninja turtle in the face. Oh my god. I just said he's a butterface.
Only now. Listen, I'm going back to Giorgio Armani, Rafa. Take whatever you
I will
want.
take that.
We'll
True.
go back.
I will
I will
travel
say
back
that.
in time.
Can I tell that I
That's
have that as my I might have had that as my phone background at one point.
But do you know? So what's his name? Oh my god, the guy who plays Professor Xavier. What's his name? The older guy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was on Star Trek.
Yeah, I know.
So anyway, he told a story like when he was younger, he
Patrick
was
Stewart?
balded. Patrick Stewart. He was balded, and he didn't want to face that fact. So he was trying all the comb over and the twirl and all of that shit. He was trying it all. So one day, a friend, invited him out. They were having at a friend's place and whatever. They were eating and drinking, and the friend got a scissors and just came up behind of him and chopped that shit off.
No.
And just said, "Bitch, accept this shit. Let it go. You look like a fucking clown." I mean, he didn't quite put it that way, but that's what good Judy said to one another. You look like an idiot. And then can you think of Patrick Stewart with hair? It's iconic. So I'm just saying, Janina, if you won't go through the motion and try to tell us that Rafa Divadal is a sizzle, I mean,
He's a sizzle versus Halep.
You gotta have that conversation with
Listen,
that
he
boy.
can at least take
listen
me
to
out
me.
on the boat and do the things and have fun. He likes to
Look.
cook. Listen, Rafa, cook me a meal.
Rafa head
take
look
me out
like
on the
Rafa
boat.
head
Listen,
look
I don't
like
know
a
Let me touch
newly-
your fake hair. I'll
You
rub
all
your
are
Nina.
booty.
talking about unnecessary things. You can get easily comfortable with the life that Rafa can bring.
Absolutely.
But
Enjoy
not
it.
that company. Not that company.
Okay,
I'm just
you're a
saying,
mess.
Janina,
You're a mess.
that head is looking like a newly planted.
No, you know what? I saw somebody.
huh.
Somebody tweeted a picture of Rafa bald. It was very attractive.
Exactly.
It was very
Yeah,
attractive.
We
Rafa,
need to
let
get
that hair
into it.
go. We might
I actually
reconsider.
think it'd be super cute. I think
That
if
hair
You
look
might be
like
a legit top 6.
listen.
Rafa looking like
You might
new
start
girl
a trend.
baby.
Start a trend, Rafa. Start a trend. Everyone will be showing up. Go, you saw how Rafa cut that hair? I'm thinking of cutting my own hair too. No, nice.
Oh hell!
Because
All right.
those hair plugs are not gonna work with the amount of stress you be putting your body on. That just not gonna work for you. No.
So here comes another hero type, a dark hero type, slightly robotic, cold, aloof.
Oh shit! Novak?
Good head of hair. Again, I think I sense a trend. A good head of hair.
Is it washed?
My God.
every now and then with the right mustache looks a little bit like Hitler. Don't think that's a good thing, but we'll do what we can.
Oh, the Hitler mustache. I know this one.
Down under?
And does a good job of whipping Stan's ass occasionally.
Oh, shit.
And according to my computer, his name is pronounced Fuchsovix.
Oh.
Fuchsovix.
Listen.
Oh, I know. I was gonna put him on my list, but he's
Hey,
from Hungary.
Bree, thanks
so
for showing up a little bit late.
Fuchsovix. I like a Fuchsovix because you know what? Sometimes I like to just watch men who don't like to talk.
Listen,
That
he
strong,
is
silent type.
without the Hitler mustache. He's pretty fucking hot, and he looks. You know what? He looks really good in person. He does. He is a good-looking man in person. I've watched him play. He,
he's very dark villainy.
Yes.
He got a dark villain vibe. Know nothing about his personality at all, but on the tennis court, there's something really captivating about him. And he always seems to want to bring
it is his return stance. It is his return stance.
Is it the ass return stance?
It's why Lopez is always on the list. Always.
Bree was busy with the goats. Oh, Bree. Oh my gosh. Pablo says Fuchs is very hot tone, but a bit of a Nazi. Listen.
That's why we got to get rid of the porn stash.
This
the
is
Hitler stash.
He's from Hungary. So.
See, lovely drama girl, you're scared of him too, right? I am too. that tells you all you need to know. I gotta say that it seems to me that if Danielle and I were in a club, we might be fighting over the same dude.
Oh,
have
Janina,
to decide.
I hope you know Steph is out here telling lies and say you profess your love for Rafa. It's
true.
She knows better.
She knows.
Everybody listening knows better.
Enjoy her to the daily brunch of Rafa.
Steph, I don't care how long we have known each other. Everybody knows that you're lying right now.
Love it.
Bree, sign her up for the newsletter. Sign her up for the Divadal daily briefing. Sign her up.
Listen,
Steph is getting banned from the group.
She's gonna be a fan by the end of the week. She's gonna be like, listen, I saw the yacht, I saw the house, I saw all of it.
You know what? I could totally get on that.
I mean,
give me that life.
Just remember your good Judy's, okay? We want
that looks like a house that eats well, y'all. Let's go.
And I mean that yacht. I mean, come on now. That yacht could take you around the world.
Sexy. Listen, let me just have a moment.
Oh God, she's going in a Rafa moment. Keep going, girl.
The sexiest thing about Rafa Nadal ever is that this motherfucker cooks.
Yeah, he does seem to enjoy that.
What?
Make me a meal.
No.
Yes.
I'm calling the CDC. That bitch is picking his ass all day long.
No, Rafa likes to cook.
He likes to cook. He does like to cook.
And it looks like good food. It's not bullshit food. No,
you're not gonna slow poison me. The COVID spreads.
I mean, the tortellini might be sketchy.
Oh,
I'm gonna eat that shit. I'm not a professional athlete.
Janina is like, feed me, Rafa. Feed me, Rafa. She's got a food fetish thing going on.
You better fucking believe that.
Yeah, absolutely.
If Rafa cooks me a meal, I swear to God, I gotta see him wash his hands.
You know what?
And I'm gonna be manning that kitchen.
Let me tell you something, honey. Rafa turns that ass on you. You don't even care about the hands. I know.
You'll take it.
You'll take it, Jim.
You'll take that ass.
You just,
Danielle, should we school these ladies how it works out here? Because y'all.
Oh gosh, we know. Yes,
this is a family show, so I don't want to tell you all something.
I just got a notification on my Apple Watch that Tony finished a workout. Are you seriously working out while we're podcasting?
I love it. God, Tony.
I mean, we know you've got your new hot bod and all that shit, but can't you just sit down and relax?
That's right, Tony. That's right, Tony. You get it in, Tony, and snatch you a man's. Okay, snatch you the purse. Get the purse. Okay, like love can come later. Okay, Tony,
It's like
you make my
it's 10
body
o'clock
work for
here, so
you.
it's 9 o'clock in Tony fake time. Why are you working out this time of night?
Like I told
Listen,
I'm
someone,
pretty sure I got a notification this morning that he worked out earlier.
if the degrees are not
This is
working
an
out for us, get
intervention.
that body for work for us. Okay, Tony. So you need to go out there and snatch yourself a sugar
Tony is
daddy.
snatching
Okay.
up. Listen, y'all, if you ain't seen Tony, go scope out his Instagram. He might make your top 6.
Oh, Tony is gonna be sizzling in Cincy, aren't you, Tony?
Tony
That's
is
why you're trying to
doing
get.
the damn thing. Tony
Tony
looks
said, "I need to do
good.
what I gotta do." That's right, Tony. Secure the bag. Secure the bag.
Bree says Tony don't have time for a man. He's my sugar daddy. No, he's mine, damn it.
Look at Bree always out here trying to snatch people's man.
He was mine first. He's
Daniel is
mine
like, "Oh,
now.
let me see, let me see, let me see."
go Tony.
Tony's looking good, y'all.
So
No, Pablo, he does not have buns of steel. I won't go that far. Tony has no butt. Sorry, Tony.
So my number two is Serena Williams.
Yes,
No.
of course.
I mean, we gotta get into it because first of all, stage an intervention. Girl, let's talk about those eye bushes. We gotta talk about those things.
That's the
love that.
style now.
It's
Cut
a
it out.
style.
We
You're
can't.
too old.
No, we cannot rag on her eyebrows anymore because that is currently the style. They're called boy brows.
I know many boys. If it's one thing I know in this world, it's men. And no man's running around with those eyebrows. They just not. Unless you are Ichabod Crane or the abominable snowman. So let's not tell lies and boys and men out here. We're just not doing that. But we need to talk to Serena about how she's letting Nike letting her go out here being all messy. And
And
let's
that
have some
pink. How was
drinks.
the pink? You all didn't love the pink.
It
I
wasn't that
didn't
we
see
didn't
her.
like the pink. Like this
She
girl
came
tied
and
this
went so
shit up like
quickly,
she
I
was going
missed
by
it.
the river to wash some shit. Like it's girl, like what we do? We're gonna do some housework or are we gonna play some tennis? Like, why do we do it?
Daniel said her eyebrows have been a mess for 15 years. This is what we're going to say. We're going to say she was ahead of the trend.
If two homosexuals out here telling y'all your eyebrow is a mess, take that not only as a sign, take that as a commandment. Okay, you
Oh
need
my
to get
God.
that fixed. Okay,
So I've
Let
been
me-
doing my brows a little bit messier lately, and I honestly think of Serena every morning.
I know you're
Aw.
lying. I know you're lying.
Aw.
And I
I'm
know
not
none of you
lying.
ladies is
I'm
gonna leave
not
your house
lying.
looking.
No, they don't look
Anyway.
shitty. My brows do not look shitty. They
Anyway,
are on point.
we need
motherfucker.
to introduce Serena to the concept of blending that makeup in.
She
Okay,
does it. She does it right.
Like you wear
listen,
makeup.
You
You're
all
not that
already
gay.
you all already dragged poor Serena and her makeup artist this past month. Let everyone
But Reels is not
But
the
anyway.
gay who wears makeup, so he can't talk about this. He's not that one.
Janina.
Where's
my
Sean?
Janina. I almost feel like Janina doesn't know how gay works. But
You
know what?
don't wear makeup. I know this about
Janina,
you.
I don't have to wear makeup, okay?
Oh,
To
'cause
know
you
it.
just said that
To know it.
pretty. This
But-
bitch.
But anyway,
Reels is
Serena,
pretty. I know he doesn't want to share his face with y'all, but he's very pretty.
beyond the message, Serena is the kind of girl you want in a party anyway. That you give her 2 drinks and she's a hot mess. She be spilling all the
Singing
tea.
all the karaoke,
I know, well, not really singing, but you know what? You know,
doing the thing.
she puts a
pretending.
lot of tweet. You know, she puts a lot of shit on her Instagram and then delete it. How
Does
fun
she?
would it be to get all of that deleted Instagram shit in person?
When did Pablo see Reels' beautiful skin? The day he didn't want to show us his? Ooh.
So,
Sorry.
right, Daniel know that Serena's a shady queen, so she's definitely there. And
You want
my
all the
number
deleted.
2.
You want
My
all the
number 2.
deleted.
My number 2 man. I mean, like when I think of ATP fuckboy, no one comes to mind more than Bona Church.
Yeah.
Maya, girl, this
My
one is for
God.
you. I know you're not here.
Ooh, but
Maya
he's
is not
very-
here. She
he's
was busy
very
with her
fuckboy-ish.
family tonight, but she will appreciate that.
I
He's
know.
very
Maya,
fuckboy.
I picked Bona for you and I. Okay, I got him first.
That man
Well,
is so pretty. Where's Chad? Speaking of Borna.
I'm telling you, Bona knows how to capture the right light I mean, he
Ted
might not have
knows
a
how to
full
capture
hand,
that light of
but I mean,
Lorna.
like he knows how to work that line on Instagram. I'm telling you, he got that ring light everywhere he goes. Okay, like he never takes a bad shot, and
I
he's out
need a
here
ring
trying to
light.
give me that bad boy gangster. You know those like old gangster movie in tuxedo, drinking in a club type. Boy, that ain't for you. But you know what? You make it look cute anyway. But you know, Pona Church, yes, Bree. You know how we do it. Daniel, don't be like, "Woo." Oh, I think Daniel is, and Daniel recommend Daniel is saying he's cute. He looks like Petkovic, and I don't much, and I don't know which I'm more attracted to. It's true. Petkovic would make a kind of cute boy. Like she just has that
Lorna George is hot
like
AF.
Petkovic is strong in the face. She's strong in the face. Like she's a really handsome girl. She's really. No,
Oh, man.
I mean, Daniel, I don't blame you. I don't want to get it going on. So that's my number two.
Listen,
Serena and
Petkovic
Pona.
did it.
So Janina, you're number two?
Oh, my number two. Okay, number two is Naomi Osaka versus. Oh, this was tough. Medvedev. Because we know that I love Medvedev, right? We know that I love him. However, Medvedev is my fizzle only because he was up against Osaka. And, you know, I'll admit it. I've never been much of an Osaka fan. I've always thought her kind of loopy and ditzy and stupid. She's come a long way. I appreciate her more now. I appreciate everything about her more now since the whole I'm going to come out and wear a dead black person's name on my mask and I'm not going to play because I'm going to stand up for something that matters. Osaka has risen in my rankings clearly, and that woman, I don't think she's hot. I don't think she's hot. She's not a woman I would ever go for, but she's definitely my sizzle when it comes to this because I kind of love everything about her other than the way she looks.
Yeah, that's interesting. So she doesn't have the hotness factor for you, huh?
She doesn't have the hotness factor for me, but I love the stance that she takes on things. I love how I've loved watching her grow and not be so much I like to play video games.
Yeah. I mean, she's really abandoned that narrative.
Yeah, into this woman who says, I'm going to use my platform for something that matters, and I recognize that I'm here, and I'm going to do something with it. And I love that so much. So she's definitely my fizzle against Medvedev, who I love.
And she's
I
still
love
casting
Medvedev.
checks.
Yes.
I love that. I mean, imagine taking a political stance and having it be popular enough to cash checks.
To matter, yes.
To
do something. Naomi, don't ever stop that. Jasmine says she has nice legs. I might know another lady with nice legs. But...
So, continuing the tradition of, I guess I'm crafting a romance novel list of dark heroes.
Yes, you are.
I know. So this one is liable to feed you really well, drink you under the table.
Oh.
Dance all up on you.
Oh.
Strip naked in front of you.
Is this a man or a woman?
Scream at you. Spiral into a depression. Choke a few matches and maybe choke you.
I know who this is. It is. Should I say it?
Yes.
Say who it is.
Yes, say it.
It is none other than Benoit Pierre.
Exactly. It can't be Dirty Jesus Pablo. Stefanos isn't villainous enough. He's too weird.
Listen, I'm here for Benoit.
You know what? I mean, I remember the first time we did a top 6 and Real said Benoit Pierre and we talked him out of it.
Oh my God.
We've come around. We've come a long way.
Let me tell you something. Remember, Sean was here and Sean dragged my ass for Phil.
Yes.
Like, who is having Benoit on their top 6? Like he in top 6 material. Oh my
If
good Judy,
if
my
I
good
were
Judy
doing
dragged
a
me for filth.
if
But
I
you
were
know
doing a
what?
top 6 outside of my top 10, he'd be on my list.
I mean, he's in top 6 for the category I'm talking about.
Oh Lord. Listen, that man oozes sex appeal.
He
And
also
On
anyway,
seems
every
like,
level.
Janina, Andreen gotta find herself a spare French man because you know she
Yes, she
lost the man that
does,
she
because
loves.
the one
She
that
lost
she
her
loved
true
the
love.
most is now taken
listen,
by a
also
woman with
just
really long
because,
nail beds.
Look at
you
this.
know what? Benoit Paire seems like, I mean, there's nothing earnest about him. There is no desire to talk about tennis. I'm sure he doesn't even mention tennis on the off time.
He plays doubles, by the way, and he got into the quarterfinals in Rome this week.
And I agree with Lovely Drama Girl. Looks like he might be into some
Brie and Steph are
sadomasochism.
leaving, they say.
The man is a scoundrel, probably. But you know what? Also, he might cry a lot. So
He
I don't
doesn't
know.
cry. I don't think he cries.
You don't
No
think
fucking way.
he seems like a long sufferer. I do think though that if you wanted to go to Paris and spend one night and
I'm
find
with-
all the hot spots, I
Yes,
think he'd
Lord.
be the best one to do it with.
Yes, Lord.
I think he'd be like, here.
I
let's
think
go
I
here.
might be arrested by spot number 3, but you know, hey.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Steph doesn't like Benoit?
Nobody likes
Oh.
Benoit.
I mean, no.
Not really. Not really. Not as a. I like him as an idea. Maybe not necessarily.
You know, he seems nice enough in person.
You know what? I mean, the reality is like someone like a Benoit might actually really exhaust me, but
Jazz says she would totally party with Benoit. Like, how can you not want to party with Benoit?
Insane.
I think it would be a lot of fun.
Benoit does not wear Axe. Fuck no, Pablo.
No, he
way.
does
might
not.
not. He might
I mean,
not
he's
even
French
wear
and he
anything.
might wear deodorant at all. Just saying.
I feel like his scent naturally is just good.
I don't know.
No, it is.
So, my number 1 pick for we're having an awesome girls' night and having real fun. It's gonna be messy kikiing. No drink for Coco. She'll be drinking milkshake, Cocoa Puff. You know, like Shirley Temples, ginger ale. I will be on that duty. But my number 1 girl is that we're gonna have a good time. Is none
Aw.
other than block, my girl Sloane Steven. Just for
Oh.
you, Bree.
Sloan is coming out. Wait a minute. Who knew Sloan had all this style? Why has she not brought the swimsuit style to everything
Well, because
else
she's been doing
doing?
soft porn. I mean, that's clear.
Sloan
Duh.
is looking like chocolate on a stick. She looks
And her
beautiful.
friends. I mean, just like
She looks
got
beautiful.
all like she's doing Wakanda wear now. I mean, the swimsuit is just like
Sloan looks great.
Yes.
She's just looking slamming. I've been like, wow, her swimsuits are gorgeous.
And one of the reasons why Sloane is number 1 here is that I want Shin Serena to get drunk and Messi and put them in the corner and us gonna be like,
shit.
yeah, let's see how this shit gonna play out.
You're a mess.
Did you block
I
me?
still need her to get a
You
better.
blocked
I
me.
still need her to get a better wig.
No, I like this new one. You don't like
No,
this
I
new
don't like
thing?
it. No.
And
It's a
that
little
would be
stiff, but I like it still.
Okay.
we can't be
We are
having
not
stiff
partying
wigs.
with Jeannie. She doesn't even play tennis anymore, Pablo.
Oh, I know,
Oh,
right?
Pablo, we're not getting that kind of messy. We're not getting that. 'Cause we already have Ostapenko here. Okay, like we can't
Yeah,
have
that's
2
enough.
of
That's enough. That's enough.
I
And
don't know. Sloan is not talking as much as she was when she was dating Jack Sockville. She's keeping it all under
well,
wraps.
I mean, those are the questions. Those are the questions that reels really want to know.
You
Like,
want to know
Kiki,
how Jack
You wanna
Sock
know
was
about
the
that
best?
stuff?
girl, no, I'm just like, why
No.
Jack Sock? Like,
Just
everybody
why?
in the
Not
United
not
States
how.
of America,
Just why?
like Jack Sock. I mean, your hands are still available.
Oh, what's happening right now? Is that my phone
Your
talking
phone.
to us?
Oh, that's awesome. Someone was listening.
So,
I love it.
I'm definitely gonna have.
Reels. Tell us.
my number one pick. So, you know,
Oh, drum roll.
I mean, you could do that, but you know why?
I don't know what's happening right now. Okay, I think I stopped.
So you need to stop drum rolling for you.
Oh,
So-
look, Chad just came.
Oh, Chad is here. Oh,
I just had to
just
tweet
like-
him, and now this
After
motherfucker shows
about
up for
three
number
corners,
one.
Chad, you're here. So my number one pick is Benoit.
What?
Yes.
Didn't you just pick him?
I thought you were gonna pick Michael Moe.
No,
Ew.
Michael
I
Moe
like
is not.
him.
Michael Moe is not into fun. He's not gonna do all of that. Plus,
No.
he's not gonna
Oh
do
my
all
God.
of that.
You're not
Mm-mm.
Michael Moe's not gonna get.
He's not gonna do all that. I don't want to. Like I said, I'm trying to be a
Chad's
sun
leaving
beam.
already.
Because Pablo said we've been discussing you and Borna. So yes, I picked Benoit because I think Benoit needs some company. He needs some love. He needs some.
Look at you. You want to
intervention.
be the
And
good.
plus, someone needs to tell Benoit we don't wear underwear and swim trunks together. We just got.
Did he do that?
We just showed it.
You're like pick one. Pick one. Okay.
I'm just saying. Like, I don't know how Benoit travels in this panini, but that man has found every beach, every open bar.
This is why we want to hang out with him. And this is also why he had COVID.
So that means he got the antibodies, so he's good for now.
He's good. He's got natural immunity. We can totally hang
He's
out.
good for a bit. So I'm just saying.
Plus, we're all vaccinated here, so we'll take our chances.
Exactly. So I am hanging
Wow.
with Benoit. But I mean, like, somebody needs to talk to Benoit. Benoit I know one seems to want to be doing this job, but Benoit just seemed to, like, the other day they said, like, oh, he can't go to the Olympics. Benoit was on a yacht drinking
He said,
beer.
bye-bye. Peace out.
I'm just
I know.
like,
I was like, thanks
watched from the
for
sideline.
releasing
I
me.
Benoit just like, oh, I won't be playing the Olympics. There won't be an Olympics. But all right, then you go off, boo. You go off. But I think Benoit will be fun in this little group right here.
Yeah, I think he would be
Karatsev,
lots of
Bona,
fun.
Garin P. I got his good another Frenchie.
Ooh, look at you. Have
Lopez.
fun.
So we're having a good old time. After the ladies get drunk and messy and we put them to bed, put them in a cab, make sure they get home safely.
Wait, you sending
man.
him to your home or somebody else?
Serena got
uh,
quadrillions of dollars. They be going
You
at
got
Serena's
multiple
place.
rooms. Serena
I
can take
mean,
care of the ladies. They're so funny.
Serena's absurd.
Pablo.
So
I'm not reading that.
Benoit is flexible. He would spread his cheek. What you seen? Benoit is just nimble. He's not flexible.
You all have Benoit fantasies. All right, moving to Janina. Look at
All
Janina.
right, it is time for the battle of the number ones. We have Ash Barty versus Novak Djokovic.
Ooh,
God
Yes.
help me.
get in that sandwich, Janina.
This sounds like a drizzle. This
Oh,
sounds like a drizzle.
it isn't. It is a complete drizzle, but I had to pick one.
Mm.
You picked Hash
Listen.
At least she can slice. No, like that slice. No, I'm just kidding.
Listen closely. This will never, ever, ever, ever happen again. Novak Djokovic is my sizzle.
What?
Ash Barty. Just no. I got.
I
I'm
gotta
just.
disagree.
Can I have a
I
question?
gotta
Can I ask the
disagree.
question? When you say sizzle, is that his mind making the wanna bubble up? Is that what you're talking about?
I can't.
I
There's.
gotta admit, I disagree. You know why? Because Ash Barty looks like she knows how to have a good time.
I'm sure she does,
Yeah, but listen.
and she knows all the good lesbian bars in Melbourne. I'm just saying.
There's nothing attractive about her.
For
That's not
you.
true.
Oh.
Nothing. Zero.
I mean, it's the filler kit. You just can't make it out in filler kit. Like there was just nothing filler does.
listen, she's not even a butterface.
No, I'm
I
sorry.
can't
I
do
have to
anything with
respectfully
her.
disagree.
Nothing.
I mean,
I had
if she isn't, if you put her in Adidas and you get the same results, then it's just what you're
I
working
know,
with.
but I think that
But
she-
it's filler. Filler just
Yeah.
makes you. Filler is giving you the same silhouette since 1999. I
The
mean,
exact same silhouette.
the
Feel like
same
I'm-
thing. You think Ash body, you think of Jennifer Capriati, you think of Kim Kleisters, they all look the same.
It's the same
It
look.
just
They have a
makes you
type.
look frumpy.
That
And I
brand,
mean,
that brand has a type.
Bree says that Barty has a man. She ain't got no man. Nope. She might have a woman.
Ash has a boyfriend.
Yes,
Like a
girl.
boyfriend, or like,
No,
hey,
it's a
boyfriend.
cover story.
Yes, Ash, do it. I refuse to go down this road with you all. Ash seems like a good time.
I don't think she seems like a good time.
No, I'm
No.
sorry. I didn't
Mm-mm.
think I was making anything controversial. I thought I was stating a known fact. Like she did come out of the closet. Am I making that up?
Are you confusing
Apparently.
Ash with somebody else?
Casey Delacqua, but I don't think so. I know Casey Delacqua.
I think you might be though. I think she
Well, she
came out.
doesn't make anything about my mind, my body, anything fizzle. So she, I mean,
I'm
sizzle,
going to
so
be
she's my
looking into
fizzle.
this because I gotta see what this boyfriend looking like. Because
I bet he looks like. I'm
Look,
not gonna say that. Never mind.
your gaydar is off, boo. Revisit the gaydar. Bing, bing, bing. No,
I'm not. I'm
see,
not gonna do that.
Brindiana said we all think she's gay, but she has a boyfriend. So I mean,
It's a lie.
I'm just
It's
saying.
a complete lie.
Oh, I will let her have her fun. You pick and have as much fun as you want, Ash Barty.
Yes, you can
can have
double dip
fun,
both
just
sides.
not
You can
with
have
me.
both sides, Ash. But I'm just simply saying, Janina, I'm just gonna say that Patrick says Ash has a boyfriend for sure. I know, and so did Kiki Mladenovich. She had a boyfriend for sure in Dominic. I'm just saying.
Oh, you all are a mess. Okay.
But I'm just saying it's filler. It's filler. Filler just makes you look like a hot fucking mess. Like it just doesn't. So I'm not gonna say that Ash. I know Ash is cute. Underneath, I've seen her in other things, but you know.
Wait, you just said she's cute? Did you just say that?
Yeah, but you know, like she needs a good stylist. She needs a good Judy.
No, there's nothing cute about her. Nothing.
Janina is
Nothing.
harsh.
The kid.
But then again, Janina is looking at people's cuticles.
You know, I was gonna pick Kenny Shikori. I was just like, kill it, like, just give him a glass of
Did he
wine
get
and he'll be
sick
fun.
yet?
But I was like, nope. Janina will.
Yes. Actually, Pablo, you said nobody had Mugs. Actually, Mugs was tied with
Mugs was
Yes,
on the list.
my
Reels
mother was
had
number
her.
5.
Look
How
at-
dare you,
Did you take a
Pablo?
break?
Yes.
Pablo?
Okay, so and the number one villain romance
boy.
novel hero is we tried to make him the savior of the tour.
Uh-oh.
We gave him match wins
Uh-oh.
in weird circumstances.
Zverev.
Clay match wins, y'all. But it was always clear from the pissiness in the press, from the didn't you read the notes, bitch? Why are you asking me this? From all the signals
Uh-oh. Who is it?
that this one is no good, up to no good. Even Federer said, no bueno, no bueno,
Uh-oh.
no
Oh.
bueno. We're signing
Daniel?
off with this dude. It is, of course, none other than I shouldn't wear sleeveless shirts.
Uh-oh. Zverev.
Oh, I almost forgot he exists because I was just like, I thought she was gonna put him earlier, but I'm just like,
We tried to create the next star, but I actually think this guy enjoys exactly where he is right now. He doesn't have to hide his dark side.
you see,
anymore.
Zverev fucked up. I told Zverev to get a dog.
Yeah, it is.
And he got the
Sasha
puppy.
Zverev. He has
Listen.
discovered that. Listen,
Wow,
look at
he's
that,
your number
golden
one?
boy.
Number
He's
one?
not-
For
listen, he
real?
was golden boy. He what I like about the Sasha story is the painting of him. He was painted, he was primed and ready. They said, here you go. Here
And he
you
fucked it
go.
up.
And he said, I can't help myself. I'm too dark. I can't do it. I got darkness within. I'm listening to the call. The number one, the always gets Ben Rothenberg excited.
To do some sleuthing.
Oh my god.
It is Sasha. It is very much Sasha. It is
What?
Sasha. It is Sasha. It is Chains. It is all of that.
I mean, he was also on my Sizzle list, so I've got, I can support that.
there's some issues with Sasha, but I actually think that he is better off in this weird middle. I think he was never meant for that spotlight.
Okay. Did y'all have an honorable mention?
I did.
Who is it?
My honorable mention is, of course, none other than As Bad as Tennis Can Get. Two, actually.
Okay.
Which is, we need a return to the Yannick Noahs of the world. Say some shit. Do some shit, black boys. And of course, the ultimate Russian.
Benoit was trying that shit during the panini, but no, I was trying to
but
hear it.
you gotta win something though. You gotta win something.
Winning covers the multitude.
The ultimate bad boy on tour: prostitutes, gambling, liquor.
Funny.
Marat Safin.
Oh shit! Oh wow! You took it way back. All right.
No, I took it way back. Listen, none of the boys want. No one is comfortable being bad. You got to embrace your bad.
For my honorable mention, I stuck with my top 10 in and I actually ended up with a double fizzle.
What?
Because do you know who are side by side in the rankings right now?
Who?
Serena and Roger.
Oh no!
They're both 8 in the world.
They're their number. They're number 8 in the world.
Yeah. So I mean,
time, ladies and
of
boys.
course, I could not choose between them, nor would I want to. I want to be with them both, possibly at the same time, and that is my double fizzle.
They will be a fun.
Better than the rest.
I mean, whenever we've seen them hung out with each other in that thing, they look like they're a fun group. I don't know why that has not been a thing.
So yeah, I mean, honestly, my honorable mention is better than my entire top 6.
Oh wow, Roger and Serena.
Yeah,
twinning at number 8, huh? Wow. Zazazoo. Where are the ladies this year? Where are the top 10 ladies going? Top 8 ladies going? Is it still Singapore?
I have no idea.
I have to look that up.
I mean, are they trying for that this year? It didn't seem like there was a talk of a race because I don't think anyone wants to play in Asia.
I mean, nobody's been talking of the race, but I've been seeing the men's race, but I haven't seen the WTA.
Yeah, because that's clearly in Europe, right? I mean,
well, yeah, it's Italy. It'll be in Italy. Yeah. Listen, can I tell you? I have tickets for the whole week, so I don't know what's going on. I mean, it was really cheap. They were on sale like months ago, and it was like a whole thing where if you bought the ticket, it was sort of like first come, first serve. And then you also had first refusal if they decide to cancel the whole thing.
Okay.
So,
I mean, first refusal. I mean, if you cancel the shit, you get your money back. No, you can't be trying to play me like this.
Well, yeah. It was either like if they not if they canceled it, because I don't think they expect to cancel it. What they expect is reduced capacity.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I was like, I've never been to Torino. Let's see what's going on there.
Oh, really? You haven't?
I've never been to Torino, so I thought maybe I'll give it a go and check it out. So we'll see. I may not go, but I don't have a flight yet. But we'll see how it all plays out. We'll see what the CDC.
If you do get a flight, that flight might not be existent.
That's why I'm like, what's this flight situation? No, I don't know. Yeah, I think the women were slated to be in Asia, and so I'm like, No, I was just thinking about whether Serena would make it. And do you think she would go? If Serena makes the top 8, would she go considering the weird year this year is? Do you think she'd actually finally go and stay a while?
Well, she's hardly proven that she was interested in playing
she said it
for a long time. But she hasn't played, since 2014?
So, but I was thinking, everyone's a bit older. If she did make it, why not,
I don't know. My honorable mention was Berrettini and Diego Schwartzman. Diego can dance.
Diego?
Yes.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Diego look like he's a fun
lick
time.
Your ankles?
I mean, are you making short jokes, Nina? Are you making short jokes?
You're quite tall.
It's inappropriate. I mean, this is gonna be the land of the giants anyway. I mean, like Diego could handle himself,
Listen, he
but
is not. No, I don't know that he looks fun. He doesn't look good looking,
Janina,
and he's
Janina, not
tiny.
everybody needs to be up top. You know what I mean, Janina?
Yes,
There are
they
things.
do. This is the sizzle.
Janina, I don't. You see, you're trying to make me be. I'm trying to be a sunbeam for Jesus right now. Okay, like I'm just simply saying, think about it, Janina.
No, I won't even consider it.
Okay, good for you. But I'm just simply saying, the wise people above, and I'm not. Diego is the right snack
Mm.
size for many activities. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
But
look
you know,
at
Icky's
this.
gonna be fun. I mean, as for the girls, you know how these ladies are too thing, but I mean, I would think, you know, Petra, like girl, how you be securing the bag?
Andrescu. I refuse to believe no one had Andrescu to your list. She seems like a
I
barrel of
crossed her off my list. I mean, she was in the top
Nope,
10, and
nope,
she was up
nope,
against
nope,
Rublev, and I was
nope.
glad I didn't have to address that.
She smells like tacky chunk heels and fake our version of cologne. Nope, not doing that. An animal print, girl. No. No.
Oh my God, Mirko insists.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Pablo, you're out of control. Pablo, go to bed.
God. Oh, bless. I like your list, Janina. That was really great. It was
I
a
am
good,
not putting Andrescu anywhere near me.
no, it was a good opportunity to figure out who the top players were.
I mean, I got to be useful for something.
The shade comes through, Andre.
I
Like,
know.
Jesus
She's so
Christ.
fucking shady.
But before we go, did any of fans, you can tell us who
Who are
your
your top
faves
six?
are?
Who are your top six?
And ladies, did you watch any tennis?
I caught a bit of a Coco match.
Mm-hmm.
And I missed the Serena match because I kind of wanted to see her, but I saw a bunch of her practice. She
Okay.
looked good.
Apparently, she didn't play so good. I don't still know where to watch tennis on my own accord, but as Tony attempted to out me early in the chat, I did reach out to him and ask for some username and passwords and get access to Tennis Channel. I did watch some Coco. I watched a little Sloane. Listen, it was Sloane in Madison Keys was my comeback to tennis.
Oh yes.
I don't know what the fuck that shit show was, but it was hard to watch.
Was it as bad as their final?
It was worse.
Oh,
because
but you got three
before-
sets of it though.
Listen, like before, so I started watching in the third set, and Madison already had like 50 unforced errors, and somehow she managed to win that match. It was just who could break, who could hold. It was a fucking mess. It was just a mess. It was a hot mess, and I was like, really, this is my return to tennis from the Australian Open? Because really, that's the last time I watched anything.
Oh
I
wow.
think. I've
Well,
not really
Pablo,
watched anything. So
Felix didn't make anyone's list first because he's not in the top 10. Felix didn't seem dark
And
enough.
isn't he still a child? And no one wants to do anything for a child. Plus, Felix got his hands. Uncle Tony said, just so you know, that it's a 2 to 3 year mission, but they're working on. So,
he's letting you know that you need to expect less.
Yeah, so y'all stop, you know, and he was I felt that subtle like real stop expecting him to be in the semis at the French Open. Okay.
I have to say that's a really good timeline. Like I think 2 to 3 years out is a really good timeline for some ATPer. All the top guys should be gone. And Dominique Thiem looks like he's dead on his feet.
Oh,
does he?
So you can
that is yeah.
right.
You don't think he's
even
gonna get some juju once Rafa's out of the way?
First of all, I don't even think that Boo's going to get another the third round of the French Open because he has to win best of 5 sets.
He doesn't do well at these other tournaments, generally, Dominic Thiem, but he does seem to show up at the French. But I was like 2 to 3 years is a good number. 2024, get in there, somebody. There'll be some slams for free.
I think Novak will still be around.
Yes, but look at him.
I mean, we just need to get to the final, and plus, he could hit another ball person again, another official. So, like, it can happen. You just gotta be there. You just have to be there, okay?
That's good news but you know what? That's good news. That's good news for Felix because he's already making finals 3 years out from his massive goal.
So
I just have to say that so I broke down, and I bought ATP tennis. I was thinking of
so I was considering that. Should I do it?
And Andrina's just like, I don't want to have to be looking all over the place for some tennis and whatever the case may be. And I was just like, oh my God, get out of my head. So I got it. And I just have to
Yes,
say,
I love when I'm in everyone's head. Do it.
tennis is such a stupid, stupid thing. Like literally, the camera is on the same fucking court. The equipment and the infrastructure is there. And then you would watch a men's match, and then bloop, women's match next, bloop. And I'm just like, why are you doing this? Like you literally are there. And I
Yeah.
don't know why WTA don't, because apparently WTA TV is a thing, but it's not a thing in America because of tennis TV, tennis channel. And I'm just like, y'all are crazy.
Well, I heard that first I heard that Federer was going to be on tennis TV, and then I also heard from the British folks that he was going to be on Amazon Prime.
Right.
They
And that's just
also
makes
did
it.
that.
In America, if I've learned correctly or not
We
learned,
don't always get all of the
we
Amazon
don't
Prime
get the
channel.
Amazon Prime stuff.
No, we
It's
definitely don't,
more
because I
for
think there
overseas
was a
people,
match
right?
and I didn't find
Yeah.
it. I think there was like a charity match. I think the charity match or something was on Amazon Prime, and I could not get it. So
Pablo says in the UK they cover ATP, WT, and ATP, and I'm just simply saying tennis. Like I can't. Like this isn't how any other sports work. I don't have to go look all over the goddamn place.
I shouldn't have to
find some
search.
shit.
Yeah.
And
well,
plus, I mean,
I'm glad you spent the money. So just share that code with Janina, and y'all split the cost.
but Janine, I don't think Janine is interested in seeing the men so much. So, but you know,
I am. I
okay.
totally
So
am.
whenever you need it, I got
Share?
it.
Yeah, for sure. You better fucking share.
So anyway, but it was good. I mean, because some of the coverage, and you know, when I came back, one of the first matches I watched was Nole screaming at a Lions person, the umpire.
Yes. Did you feel nostalgic for the old days?
I was just like, I'm telling
Pre-pandemic?
you, people, just show up to a tournament. Nole might not make it to the end. He might
He's
blow
really-
himself out of the water.
He's
And by
really
the way, let me just say that this Roma, like so many of these children, got these boys on the
on
ropes.
the rope.
And they literally let Rafa is playing himself into contention to win another 14 French Open. Like Rafa was looking all rusty and dusty. And I mean, freaking let me tell you something. Bree said something. I don't want to necessarily use the same word because you know it might be offensive, but the kind of Dennis, I can't even say his last name, mayonnaise play, it's crazy. This boy is like do or die. Like, I don't give a shit. Just like we just rushing in and anything. It's like Andy Roddick without a plan, if that makes any kind of sense.
Andy
like-
Roddick never had a plan.
And this is even worse because it's just like even when this boy is in a winning position, he does some stupid shit.
Wait. Which choke was better? His choke or Tsitsipas' choke?
I mean, oh my god! Like, and this is and
Oh,
Tsitsipas did the
God.
same thing again today. Like, you literally had Nole on the ropes, and again, like, what are y'all doing? Because here's the thing: it's going to be even more difficult in Paris to win 3 sets. It's just so you gotta take the licks where you can get. So you have to tell yourself, I beat this guy once before. You understand what I'm saying? So I could try to do it again this time. But they're
It's
not
gonna be
even.
the Soderlin experience all over again.
They are so stupid. I mean, I was just
Listen,
like,
somebody
why?
can have a Soderling moment. You never know. Get really beaten by the top 2 guys and then turn it around at Roland Garros.
And I'm just like, Rafa is standing 20 miles behind the baseline. Why are you trying to rally with this bitch? Drop shot the motherfucker. Drop shot his ass. Let him don't even know what to do out here. Like, try that shit.
You know what, though? When you're in that kind of a position and you're that kind of a young player, it's your brain that goes first, and then your legs. I'm sure he had
Nothing about it. Their
too
bodies,
many in his head.
their bodies didn't break down. Their bodies.
No, I didn't say their bodies. I said their heads.
Okay.
Their brain. They froze in their heads. They like started seeing too many possibilities and went the wrong way.
Dennis had Rafa down full love.
I know.
Like, he broke Rafa to open the first 2 sets. I was like, boo.
shit.
Like, the fuck? Like, I mean, like,
You
how
know
you
what?
gonna have
You know
Nole?
what?
How you gonna have
Zenobia is
double
right.
break against
Well,
Nole?
Rafa still has that clay mystique. I
No,
think
not
that-
really.
No, he does in players'
No.
heads. His game may not be where it used to
But
be.
he's already ahead
but
in their heads. I mean,
in the head, it is Rafa.
and he still
It is
thinks
king
Rafa
of
has
play,
think-
and I don't care if you are 6, or 5-1 match point. It's Rafa on clay and you're going to doubt yourself. I truly believe that.
This kind of choking definitely happens on the WTA. Don't be playing yourself. It happens
Oh,
on
I
both
think it
ends.
happens well clearly with the men
Oh, you
on
mean?
clay
Oh,
with
I think what you.
Rafa.
Sorry, Zenobia. What you mean is like if they have Serena in this position, they're not gonna let Serena go. It's kind of
No,
true. You're right about
that's
that.
true.
Serena just
That,
lets it go herself. We don't need to discuss that right now.
but I'm just simply saying, like these girls are gonna feel themselves right to the bitter end. These boys
Yeah,
are just like
the
they're
boys,
gonna
the boys
play right
count.
up
We
to the
already talked
time.
about that.
They're
They
gonna play
count to
right
the
up to
top dog.
they're gonna play right up to the point where they're about to serve for the match and being like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna beat Rafa." Like, no, stop doing that. Like, do the very opposite of what it is that they were doing to get them in this position. Like,
Listen, this is why we love best of five. You could be up 2 sets
exactly.
serving
And,
for the match.
and this is why I think this is why Nole and Divadal know that they're gonna be the one holding this trophy. You know what I mean? That they could contend because if these people can't get their shit together for best of three,
I
like
know.
could you imagine the amount of time that you could serve at 2.5 sets and get your shit together? Like you just never
They know they
feel.
have time. Well,
Let
you
me
know
tell you
what? And at
something.
the end of the day,
Rafa was shitting bricks against Shapop Dennis. He was shitting bricks.
but here's
You
the
saw
thing.
that stress.
The
And then
difference
Dennis started doing stupid shit. And he was just like, oh, I got this. I totally got
but
this.
the difference between a Nole, a Djokovic, or a Rafa, a Federer, not well, yeah, even Federer, is when they are down like this and they're playing what they know is a lesser opponent, even if it's an up and comer, has been doing well, has good wins under their belt, even maybe against them, they have the mental elevation to take it there that these younger players don't have. They just don't fucking have it. We rarely ever see those three, the top three, the big three, choke. It happens, but you know when it happens? It mostly happens when they're playing each other.
Yeah.
It doesn't usually happen when they're playing somebody that they know that they've got that mental advantage. Like, I think clearly Federer is the weakest of those three at this point. More people feel like they can get that Federer win as opposed to getting that Rafa
Federer's
win,
gonna be
that
40
Novak.
this year, just so people know that.
Exactly. I mean, so I think that he's the weak link there, but that link is still pretty fucking strong.
You
And
could take it through a couple rounds.
yeah, I mean, these younger guys just seriously need some belief in themselves. Like they need to stop going, "Oh my god, that's Rafa Nadal. That's Novak Djokovic. That's Roger Federer,"
But
and
they
just
do this for a
play.
set and a half, though, and that's the problem.
And then they fucking choke. But
But
no,
here's
they
the thing.
choke.
But here's the thing that I find so interesting about, like, particularly Rafa and Nadal, because I've been seeing them play more often, and Federer just like whatever. Federer's in training mode, right? He's just reconnaissance, whatever. But the thing about Rafa and is that these players never make these players do something different. What they do is to wait for them to get their game plan going, which is like insane. Like you
Who are
get
the
them.
days? Which
I
day?
mean, the young players who are almost beating Rafa and
Mhm.
Nole, they just simply wait for them to get their shit together. There is really no sense of urgency, and they
Maybe
never
they want that. Maybe they want to see the real person show up. Maybe they're not convinced.
that they're beating the right person.
Yes.
Because let me tell you something. I know CC Fats is going to go home and cry for 2 matches. He beat the top two clay court players in the best part of since 2011, basically, right? Since tennis was invented. He had those bitches on the ropes. And did he beat Nadal at Monte Carlo? He beat Nadal at Monte Carlo. So he had that, you know what I mean? Like he, had that
He could have had
momentum.
that season. That would have been a good little record.
That
for
would
the
have been a
college
good
team.
because I mean there is no doubt about it that you could have been given some shit together and you had Nole against it. And so you would have beaten Rafa in Barcelona, showed up in Rome here today, having beat Djokovic and have a chance again to beat Nadal. Like no one could do this. This is like beast mode you would have been. Who could talk to you in Paris? You might have lost first round, but I mean like all the bookmakers would have been in your favor. You just fucked up your juice. No, who's gonna remember you though? They're just gonna think of you that messy boy stealing shit, people's quote and
It's
put it
so
on
funny.
Instagram.
Pablo has Federer as a choker. Remember when Federer was known as the Iceman?
He can be a choker. He can definitely
I know,
choke.
but I just think it's
Look, but you
funny
know what?
how
I'm
time
giving
changes.
Federer so much grace
But
because you
he's
know
not
what?
a choker. He can choke, but he's definitely not a choker.
Mm.
Pablo, get the fuck out.
No, I just think it's funny how people's like career trajectories change. You know, you come up in
Right,
your
and look at
youth,
Serena,
and
right? Like
yeah,
she's
Well,
dropping
you
the
fuck.
come up
bag in
in
the
your youth,
final. Like,
Come
you
on.
come up in the
Novak
youth, and
Djokovic.
everybody thinks you're ice, and now
and
you're like
everyone is
a
saying, can
warm
you
puddle.
imagine? Everyone is saying Serena is losing all these finals. I'm
Can
just
we
like,
remember? Can we remember when Novak had more double faults than aces on tour,
Listen,
and he
I'm
was
still
known for
waiting for that guy
retiring
to
from
return.
matches,
When
and
is he
now
coming
he
back?
is now right. When's he coming back? But now he's like fucking nerves of steel. Will beat you
know.
into the ground. Can come back from anything. I mean, that was not the Novak that we started out watching.
Which means that we'll probably return to him.
Hey, I'm
I
here
hope.
for it.
I think they all return to form because I think that Federer. I think the Federer we're getting now is a return to Federer when he was younger,
I mean,
volatile,
by
a
the
little
way,
bit like streaky.
Andreen, I think that is very wishful thinking, but if you are correct, I'm excited to see it.
You don't think, but you know, because when Novak loses, it's really bad. so there are moments when we might have a return to old school Nole, which would be interesting for us to
Hey,
watch.
listen,
the
double
40s.
fault all the things, motherfucker.
Thank you, Todd Martin, for saving us a couple of slams, I'm sure.
anyway, so tomorrow we have Swantek versus Pliskova, the one, the one who makes money.
Thank you.
And what breaks umpires furniture. And for the 67 billion time, you got Divadal versus Novaxx.
I
And
think it's their 57th time. Wow, that's amazing.
okay. Close.
No,
I
I just
was
saw
off
that.
by a bazillion. But I am probably gonna be watching those matches. I mean, I'm not gonna watch in Tree Bed. I'm not gonna watch Klapiska.
I think Fed versus Millman was not choking. I think that was health. And Fed versus Novak at Wimbledon, probably a choke. Although, according to the way we see that, Novak always goes for his shots. And it's a shot that is an improbable shot, but then he makes it. It's like US Open Novak and Fed.
And
Don't
Federer
that
gets
up.
into that moment right there and be like, the fuck is this shit? Because Federer likes to
Let me
think of
close my eyes and hit the ball as hard as I can. And oh
But
shit, it
Federer
went
lives in
and I
that
won.
moment instead of being like, concentrate on the next point, boo. But you know what? It's whatever. I don't give a shit. Nola could win a bazillion majors in my mind. It's just never. He's gonna always be somebody else's version of. He's gonna be that knockoff scent.
Well, listen, it is the knockoff scent. And we look forward to our next return is most likely the Roland Garros draw.
I mean, we're gonna do a big fat fucking draw show.
Whew.
Yeah,
it's gonna be amazing. I don't
so
know
your
what the theme will be.
Your favorite season, Janina, clay court. It's mean the
clay
end of
court. I think the theme should be digging in the dirt.
No, I think it should be the can. Let us see if the Parisian can do this.
Let it. It should be prize money. How much you think they're gonna make each round, and who's gonna show up for this? Should be for that.
Yeah. So name your winners tomorrow, y'all. I think. Do I want to say Pliskova? I think it's Pliskova Rafa.
I mean, I'm gonna go with Rafa all the way, but I don't know.
I'm gonna go with Nole.
You know, Nole likes.
Oh wait, Rafa's playing Nole.
Yeah.
I don't know. Nole likes to play possum before big tournaments.
So yeah, it'll work out for him in Paris. So he's gonna want to win either way. He's not sure what's gonna happen in Paris, so he's gonna want to win here.
All right, let Harry Styles sing us out.
So folks, again, just to know,
I don't know, lovely drama girl. Question of who's
top
best.
6 on Twitter.
I don't know who's broadcasting.
Tennis Channel. Nobody else wants it.
Oh yeah, that's true. ESPN said no.
Tennis Channel. The local stations don't want it, and ESPN doesn't want it anymore.
Oh God,
Roland Garros is strictly on Tennis Channel. It's going to be awful.
No, it's that I like it because when it's on Tennis Channel, you get unless you have DirecTV, you get all those channels.
NBC is not even going to show the finals.
No, they're out.
They're
over. They got out.
Roland Garros will stop being interesting for them a while ago.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why. I feel like it's the one tournament where you might even have an American breakthrough.
No, Rafa.
No, I mean from the women's side. Of course, the men aren't doing anything. Come on now.
But they've always made the build up on the Sunday though. They
Yeah.
build up the Sunday. I
Yeah.
don't know why,
Yeah, I
but
don't
they
know.
always do it.
Oh,
that's
Tony
cool.
says part-time NBC. I didn't know that was still a thing. I thought they were. I honestly thought they were completely out. I thought NBC was completely out.
I mean, we gotta get Ted Robinson and God.
All right, kids.
All right.
It's fun.
It's been lovely. It's so nice to chat with you all. I'm happy that we
Same
occasionally get a
here.
bit of tennis. Thank you. Can I just say also thank you so much, Chad, for keeping us in the constant loop with the scores for all
Yeah.
the lovelies on tour. I
We
checked
appreciate
your
you.
timeline, and it's like I watched it. By the way, Coco's outfit, amazing. I'm just
It was
saying.
so cute, right? Oh,
Super
and
cute.
Reels and I had a conversation. Clearly,
we?
I'm out of the loop. We did. We have lots of them. I didn't know that Sloan was with Nike now. Under Armour
I
always
mean-
dressed her well, but Sloane Stevens and Madison Keys had the same outfit on, different colors, and I'm so tired of that. Like, Nike, do better. Oh, and Sakari had
Mhm.
on the same kit. It was black, and it looked like pleather. And I was like, I don't really know what's going on there. I don't think that's sweat.
An
making it
algorithm is
glisten.
building Nike's outfit. There's no explanation.
Oh my god, it's so
I know.
bad. Like, it's so bad.
Nothing
Just-
else. You cannot tell me anything else. It's an algorithm. Nothing else. This
Just-
cannot be human
know what?
intervention.
Do better.
Tastes like strawberries on a summer evening.
I'm hoping there's gonna be a better song of the summer, Janina.
Listen,
I need it.
you need to know that this is all about tasting.
This is why I
the
stick
woman.
with opera. I can't with this. And this boy always look like he's unwashed and just roll out like a homeless bed set. Like I can't. Later, y'all.
Hi.
It's been lovely, y'all. It's been lovely.
Ciao.
Ciao.